MOJO.
Welcome to MOJO Tarot. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? This is your boy JoJo. Welcome to MOJO Tarot. I hope everyone is having a good Sunday. Today, I'm joined by the ever lovely and talented Miss Dani from Danny's Karma. How are you doing, ma'am?
Hi, good morning or good afternoon, everyone.
Wherever you are in the world. I know. It's morning for me. I sleep in. I'm lazy. You know,
Likewise.
I enjoy it. Yeah. Well, how's everybody doing out there? We'll check in with everybody in chat. Hello, Miss Danny's chat. Hello, MOJO Tarot chat. Let's see. We got Lori Dark Designs. Angel Eyes Pam Bear is here. Princess Martinez. What is going on? I saw Redbeard in there. Life of Quad. Let's see. We got Rafa Road. J Dub, the Double Bubble. Dixie 77. Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Hey, JD. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Sherelle. Hey, D-Love. Hey, Rock, Christy, Dixie, Natasha. Hey, Sarah.
I hope everybody is doing good this morning. We wanted to do a collab to, help introduce our audiences to one another. There are a lot of different tarot readers out there, and every one of them usually has a different style of reading, a different type of message, but it is all for the highest good. Miss Dani is an excellent, excellent reader. I followed her for quite a while, and we've been talking about this for a couple of months now. And it just makes for an excellent collaboration. It's good to find people that have the, similar ideals, similar qualities, and I think Dani and I are on page. We're definitely on the same page on many different levels when it comes to tarot.
I agree wholeheartedly, and it's an honor to be here with you, JoJo. Thank you.
The honor is all mine, ma'am. I do greatly appreciate you doing this, and let's dive into it and see. Now, I'm going to read a little bit of the astrology of what we got happening right now, and what's going to be coming up here over roughly about the next week or so. The end of August is a powerhouse. There is a lot going on. So, before we get into the reads, we'll talk a little bit about the astrology for all signs, because this is a very significant week energetically. We have officially moved into Virgo season, so happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. And that begins shifting our attention away from simply expressing ourselves and more towards getting our lives in order. Boy, do I need to. Virgo energy, it always asks us to look at the details, our work, money habits, health, regular habits, the routines, responsibilities, and things that simply aren't functioning anymore. So for a lot of people, this can feel like a cosmic reality check. What needs to be cleaned up, what needs to be fixed, and what do you need to start doing differently if you want different results? I know I'm experiencing that a lot myself. On August the 25th, Mercury moves into Virgo, where Mercury is extremely strong. That can bring greater clarity, important conversations, information coming to light, and a much stronger desire to make plans and solve problems. And then just a couple of days later, on the 27th, Mercury meets the Sun in Virgo, creating one of those moments where things can just suddenly click into place. Our viewers may finally have an understanding of their situation. Things that they've been confused about might clear up. They might receive information that they've been waiting for, or realize exactly what their next move needs to be. The biggest event of the week, of course, is the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, happening the night of August the 27th to the 28th. Eclipses are turning points, and lunar eclipses tend to bring things into a culmination. Pisces deals with intuition, dreams, emotions, spirituality, surrender, and sometimes illusion. Well, Virgo wants facts, order, and practical solutions. And let me tell you, my Virgo rising is OCD all over the place. I have a lot of arguments with AI about with my Virgo rising.
And
But it,
I think I caught on your Virgo rising very quickly. I was like, Mojo, you have a Virgo placement, don't you? You're such a
yeah,
perfectionist.
yep, yep. It's got to be right. But it does, Virgo does call for practical solutions. So this eclipse that's coming up is asking all of us to find balance between what we feel and what we know, between faith and reality, surrender and control. Some things that have been unclear may finally become impossible to ignore right now. And you'll see that play out on a worldwide stage. For some people, this can bring an ending. For others, it brings a revelation, emotional release. Watch out for that. This might be some people, kind of losing it a little bit, or the closing of a chapter that has been developing for quite some time. Here, and this is where things get interesting. Right around that eclipse, Mercury and the Sun both square Uranus in Gemini. Uranus is the planet of surprises and disruption, liberation, and sudden change. So we could see unexpected news, changed plans, sudden conversations that come out of nowhere, technological or communication issues. Oh, that's just what I need. Or somebody doing something completely outside of their normal pattern. So, right towards the end of the month, you can expect the unexpected, right around the 27th through the 29th. Something that initially feels disruptive and, uh, uh, just a sudden change could actually be breaking people out of situations that have become stagnant. Relationship energy is also important right now because Venus is traveling through Libra, emphasizing fairness, reciprocity, partnership, and what we truly value, while Mars in Cancer makes our actions much more emotionally motivated. People are going to be protective of the people, places, and situations that they care about, but they may also be more sensitive and reactive if they don't feel emotionally secure. Underneath all of this upheaval, there's actually a very promising longer term influence building. Jupiter in Leo is moving into a very supportive trine with Saturn in Aries, becoming exact on August the 31st, at the very last day of the month. Jupiter is wanting that expansion and opportunity, and Saturn wants stability and something that can actually last. So the changes occurring now aren't necessarily random. Some of them may be clearing the way for real growth, for stronger foundations and opportunities that can actually be built upon. Overall, this is going to be a week, and it's a current time up until the end of August. There's going to be a lot of clarity, a lot of culmination, unexpected developments, and course corrections. Everybody needs to pay attention to what is revealed right now. Pay attention to what suddenly changes, and especially pay attention to what you're finally ready to stop carrying in order to move forward. So, with all of that happening, and I know that's exhausting. It is a big time right now, astrologically speaking. But we've this too shall pass. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
there's there's always there's always something going on, and I want everybody to remember you have survived 100% of everything you've ever been to. Every one of you has an absolutely perfect record of it. You still have oxygen in your lungs. You still have a new day. Uh, get it. You're gonna be fine. So just
And there's always tequila.
there is always tequila. We're gonna have to figure out. I know you said you were. I'm a fan of silver tequila. I know you.
I like
Uh,
any.
yeah, I'm also a big fan of Lagavulin. If anybody's ever tried Lagavulin, it's something that people hate. It's a type of Scotch from Scotland that it is, to me, it's absolutely delicious, and it might be the Scot Irish German Viking in me. But my oh my, if heaven had a taste and they bottled it, it would have a Lagavulin label on the side. And when it comes to tequila, I'm more of a silver Patron kind of guy, but I don't know. I try to mind my P's and Q's because I've already been through my heady days of jackassery and wild childness. But you never know. I keep a little bail money saved up on the side just in case. You know what I mean?
And now you got Danny, just a phone call away.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Miss Denny, ladies first. You go ahead and kick it off with Aries. Let's see. Gonna start this out. Aries, we're starting you at 11:22. So, Miss Denny, take it away, dear.
Yes. So we're gonna see whatever comes out with your current love situation for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Tell me about the current love situation for the Aries. Queen of Wands, the Justice, the Two of Cups, you got the Hermit, and the Page of Wands. Tell me about the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Justice, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Devil, the Hermit, the Emperor, and the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, Aries, Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like you got something, an opportunity here of stability with someone. Now, for me, zodiac signs don't matter. Okay. I don't usually give zodiac signs because that's energetic to me. You do have fire, you have earth, okay, air energy. So you pretty much have it all other than water for right now. But I think, Aries, you have an opportunity between two people. Let's see. The Chariot, the Justice, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups. There goes your water energy, Ace of Wands, Hermit, the Emperor, yeah, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Aries, I feel like with the lovers at the bottom of the deck, you have an opportunity here with two people. One looks a little bit more like lust, all right? One looks a bit more with the Ace of Wands than a Devil, Two of Cups, maybe a situationship, versus the other situation looking like a little bit more of stability, moving towards like a higher level of commitment. And I feel like with the Hermit, the King of Wands, and the Emperor, there's a bit of introspection here on exactly what's more so important to you. So with the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords, I feel like this is something here that you're going to go towards kind of slowly, all right? Because I do feel like you have this past person, and I feel like that's the lusty energy that I'm getting. And you have here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot something that's much more new coming in if it hasn't already. Strength, yes, Ace of Cups, exactly what I just said. So there is a new love situation that looks a little bit more, again, stable, that could be leading towards a higher level of commitment. But there goes the competition, Five of Wands. So Five of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Devil. There's something about competing for you. All right, competing for your love. The Three of Swords and the Queen of Swords. I feel like ultimately you are going to be Queen of Swords in a more logical energy here, kind of heading in a direction that feels much more Six of Pentacles, maybe a bit more reciprocal for you. All right. And with that energy, you are going to have to make a decision. Five of Cups, you may be letting someone obviously down. Tell me about this Devil, Ace of Wands, Five of Wands, and the Two of Cups, Nine of Wands. So you have someone here, Seven of Swords, that don't want to let you go. Ace of Wands and the Devil, the Lovers. And I feel like you and this person, and it feels more of like the person from the past. It feels as if this is someone that doesn't want to let you go. Someone that maybe with the Seven of Swords always comes back towards you, very strategic, or to always try to sneak back into your energy. This is definitely someone that you've given many chances to. All right. And I feel like again, you're gonna be at you're gonna be at this position coming up where you're gonna have to choose what is exactly that you want. What's the Six of Pentacles? The High Priestess, the Magician, yes, and the Six of Swords. I feel like ultimately most of you will be choosing what your higher self is telling you. You're going to be following your intuition. Magician, Six of Swords, you're going to be looking at exactly putting out in the universe what you're trying to manifest. And obviously, putting out into the universe speaks more about actions, right? We could always say that we want something stable, but then we end up taking back that situationship. And I feel like this is more speaking, more so action coming from you. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about this King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. I do see, as I said, a commitment coming towards you with the Four of Pentacles, the Fool. You may be a bit hesitant in jumping at this opportunity right away, but I feel like whoever it is that's coming into your energy, the newer person, it feels like it's definitely something that you're going to feel very confident in. I feel like not only is it going to be fun, I feel like you're going to see the opportunity that this person is emotionally available, they're emotionally intelligent, they are stable. And then again, you have this past person coming back, Three of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Wands that puts you in a bit of anxiety, right? So always knowing the difference between anxiety and butterflies. With the Three of Wands, this could be someone currently at a distance, someone that has distanced themselves from you. Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Cups. And again, whoever this past person is, I feel like this comes with a bit of chaos, whether this person has options also, but it's giving me more so situationship.
Oh, there we go. All right, Miss Danny, I've got something kind of similar here with the Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, and Page of Swords. You are balancing things out, Aries. You're trying to decide. You know, the Two of Wands is, well, the Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in, and having that you're waiting for the big reveal or whatever. The Two of Wands is deciding what you want on that ship. So there is a decision here, and you are balancing things out, but you're being very cautious. With the Queen of Cups, you're in this lovey, wonderful, nurturing energy, probably nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. You're learning new things with that Page of Swords there. But the Queen of Cups is also, she is the Queen of Cups has the only cup in tarot that is covered, and you see there she is guarding that cup quite a bit. So you're being very discerning about what you put your time, effort, and love into. Um, and with the Page of Swords there, you could have somebody keeping an eye on you online, watching your social media, asking friends, family about you, things like that. Now, your energy is that of the world, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. You're looking for something new, or you have a brand new idea after, you're done. You're at the end of a cycle, and you're ready to communicate, you're ready to go, you're ready to move, and you're looking for something new. And the energy you're dealing with, we have the Sun, the Knight of Coins, and the Page of Cups. For some of you, you could have somebody that is very, very slowly coming towards you to apologize, but I think for most of you, this is somebody new. The Sun is represents, it's the happiest card in the deck. This is a person that's solid, practical, stable. They move slow, and things are just starting to pick up with that Page of Cups there. It's like a small emotional communication of some kind. How is this energy coming towards my Aries gang? You got the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. There you are. Somebody's got the fifis for you. I don't think they're revealing just about everything, and think that they will. The Queen and King of Cups are a very matched, nurturing, loving pair. And the King of Cups is emotional intelligence. It's somebody who's very wise and understanding. I think they're quite attracted to you. They probably look pretty good too. So I get the feeling you're probably fairly attracted to them as well. How are my Aries gang going towards this? You get the Fool. And the Ten of Coins. Well, you're ready to take a leap of faith and try it out. This could be. Now, if this is a relationship, you're kind of seeing the long term with this. You're feeling some kind of match. If this is, I mean, this could be a friend, it could be a business partner, but you're ready to go. You're all in. The 10 of coins is everything, generational wealth. It's having a mass amount of abundance, and you're ready to leap forward towards it, to have that new beginning, especially after the ending that you've been through. So you're ready for a new beginning. You're ready for some kind of new start, whether it's in business or relationship. The 10 of Pentacles is, I mean, that's the house, the white picket fence, the dog, the cat, the goldfish, 401k programs, 2.4 kids, just because that's the national average. Two cars in the garage, a summer home. It's having everything. And so this could be jumping into a new business venture. It could be jumping into a new relationship. Whatever it is, you're definitely starting out on a new direction. You're starting out on a new path. And I think you have something very nice coming towards you, that you are ready to jump in and dive in with both feet. Both feet. Like Fred Flintstone driving around with both feet. Let's get you some oracle advice and see what we've got for my Aries gang. A win-win outcome is forecast and come to the edge. Aries, it's time to get out of your comfort zone. You've ended a cycle. You're ready to go towards a new cycle. And whatever this is coming towards you looks absolutely beautiful. But you're going to have to get out. You got to, you got to break some eggs to make the omelet. You know what I mean? You're going to have to come to the edge of your comfort zone and move forward. It looks like there are some beautiful, beautiful things lined up for you. So just make sure you're taking advantage of the opportunities as they come towards you. Aries, that is what I have for you. Do me a favor, y'all check out both of our channels, hit those like buttons, all the neat little things. Make sure you're doing this for us, other tarot readers, and other content providers as well, because it really does help. Thank you so much, Aries. Let's move forward to the Bull Gang. What do we got for them, Miss Danny?
All right, let's see, Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Tell me about the Taurus's current love situation for the Taurus. Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Judgment. Some of you guys may start feeling a bit non-committal, or you know what, I'm not ready to settle down. Let's see, High Priestess in reverse, Ace of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, Knight of Swords, I see. 9 of Cups, the Hierophant upright, 3 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, I don't like pushing titles on anyone, but for those of you that believe in twin flame energies or, love situations, you do have a twin flame looking relationship here or connection. With the High Priestess in reverse, it does speak about the divine feminine. So place yourself as you see fit, and you got the Hierophant upright. I feel like Taurus, some of you guys are waiting for someone to come back. All right. Well, let's see. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Judgment, 9 of Cups. You got the Empress, the King of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. What's this Ace of Cups and the 3 of Wands? The Star. What's this 3 of Wands? The 10 of Cups. Okay. It may not be someone that you're waiting to return. I feel like Taurus, some of you guys are just very much 9 of Cups, Judgment, and the Empress. You're choosing you overall. I feel like if it doesn't feel right, especially with the High Priestess in reverse here, Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you want the my person, right? You want that end all be all. You do want to settle down. And obviously right now with the Knight of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles, maybe the energies that are coming towards you with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you're not willing to give to them because, let's see, the Strength, the Magician, and the Knight of Cups, I think you're very focused on what you're trying to manifest, exactly what you want in a person. And the Empress knows, right? The Empress being your energy, you know the things that you're going to tolerate versus the ones that you won't, that you won't. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant, you do want commitment. I feel like you do want something like a higher level of commitment. You want something that's stable. And currently, if you're dating or if you're just out there getting attention, a lot of this attention may be unwanted. Maybe with the Five of Pentacles, you know, there's an energy where you feel like people are very insecure, or it's maybe the way they're coming towards you. And if it just doesn't feel right, right? If you start noticing red flags, I feel like that's why you're coming up with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Like, I'm okay to wait for the Star and the Hierophant, the person that I see as wish fulfillment. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. I do feel like you want stability. You know, the Golden Retriever, as JoJo says, you know, the white picket fence, the red door, you know, this is giving me, you know, that notebook kind of situation. What is this Knight of Swords, though? Three of Pentacles. You do have someone here attached to your energy. The world's in reverse. Someone that may feel like they have unfinished business with you. The world's in reverse. And the Five of Swords and the Two of Wands. But moving forward with whoever this is with the Five of Swords, it feels like it's a bit complicated. Whether there's way too much interferences with the Five of Swords, the Chariot, maybe there's a distance kind of situation, or maybe this person just wants to be single. So that's why with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you could be showing up in their energy as non-committal. But I feel like what you're waiting for is the opportunity that looks right and feels right for you. The Three of Cups, yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups. So there is a energy where you are looking forward towards the new. I feel like you have someone here attached to your energy that with the Knight of Swords, they may, you know, try to initiate conversation with you. But with the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I do feel like this person, either they put you in this energy of questioning my position with you, or questioning, there's a bit of insecurity here. And that's why in their energy you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Someone that may be non-committal towards them because they're giving you, you know, it's something that they're giving you, they're showing you as well. So it feels like with this Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, yeah, the Temperance, I feel like in your energy, Taurus, overall, you're okay with waiting for that right person. Justice, Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun. You know, if that right person hasn't entered your life as yet, I do feel like it's a very slow moving energy, because right now the time is all about you. With the Sun and the Justice, this is probably you, you know, regaining some kind of sense of identity, or just kind of, you know, this is you just, how could I say this, with the Nine of Cups and the Empress, just kind of being in this energy where I'm okay with being alone. I'm enjoying me time. And I feel like with the Eight of Swords and the Temperance, there's this energy where, you know, I rather not deal with the red flags. You know, I'm seeing them a mile away, and I'm okay with waiting for that right person for me. And I do see that coming in. And with everyone's, obviously everyone's journey is different, but I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles is definitely coming in slowly but surely. Son of Wands, Nine of Swords, yeah, and the Six of Wands. I feel like overall, some of you guys have been releasing maybe a lot of overthinking and burdens. And now with the Six of Wands, this energy of you now feeling confident to head back out there in the dating game, that could be kind of like the energy where you're at right now. And I do see it coming in, and it speaks about karmic justice. So I see a beautiful opportunity, something that looks like with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, not only is it stable with the Ace of Pentacles, it's actually passionate, it's emotionally fulfilling. And with the Star, it's something that can lead to longevity, which again, I feel like this is exactly what you want. So that's beautiful.
That is beautiful. I gotta have something similar here, Miss Danny. The Taurians that I'm reading for are what they're experiencing: the High Priestess, the Hierophant, and the Two of Coins. They're busy. They got things going on. They're standing in their power, and they're kind of keeping their cards close to their chest. No pun intended. The you know, the High Priestess there is very wise, mysterious, alluring, and she keeps her secrets. She's kind of holding back right now, standing in their power with that Hierophant energy, just knowing that there's something solid, stable, you know, a higher level of commitment coming. So for right now, they're just, you know, keeping it pushing and moving with that Two of Pentacles there. You might, the Taurus, you might be juggling a couple of people. It does appear that you're getting a lot of attention here. Your energy is that of the Lovers, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Wands. You're getting a lot of attention, aren't you? You got a lot of eyes on you. Maybe you're making some moves, doing some things. But you have a choice here with the lovers. Now, the lovers can describe a very strong soul bond of some kind. But in this case, I get the feeling it reverts back to the old meaning in tarot where the lovers used to be called the choice. Page of Wands, you're just keeping it light. You're having fun. You're enjoying your moment in the sunshine. Rewards, accolades, getting attention from all kinds of people. And I don't think this is just uh, it's not just romantic options. It's also you know, you've got colleagues that are congratulating you or helping you out. You got friends that are around you. You got family that's talking to you. You're busy. You've been pulled in a lot of different directions, and I think you're making moves. You're just trying to keep things light and airy and move forward. Now, the energy that you're dealing with is the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Page of Coins. Somebody is, this is somebody that's really nervous about going after what they want, you know, for their own. They don't want to seem selfish or anything, but at the same time, they're not really giving a lot to the situation with that Page of Coins. Somebody might be really nervous about making an offer to you or starting someone out, you know, starting something out with you. Um, there could be a little bit of an age difference, being that this is a page here, but then again, you're in the Page of Wands energy. There's something, again, it's like we're just kind of skimming the surface and going along, and you're being very patient, and you're being very patient about making the choice, and you've got somebody really really nervous about giving to this. They're a little in their head, and maybe they're worried about, you know, losing their identity or investing in the wrong spot. I don't think there's any bad intentions here. I just think somebody's kind of wearing a mask a little bit, because they're not really revealing everything that they want, and they're a little cautious about how they step forward. But you're not really giving them much information either, because you're, like I said, you're in this good playful energy. You're trying to make wise choices for your stability, your long-term stability, and you're busy. You got a lot of things on your plate. How is this energy coming towards my Taurians? We have the Eight of Wands, and they're definitely manifesting you. They might want to travel to you, go on a trip, but they are definitely communicating. If you know, your DMs are starting to blow up. I think you've got a lot of people probably hitting you up at this time. How are my Taurians dealing with it? We got the Emperor and the Three of Coins. Again, you're standing in your power, making new connections, new collaborations. You're doing what needs to be done. And again, you're just kind of in this kumbaya. Let's just go with the flow. Just la 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 la. Just play it along, making things happen. But you've got these. You've got some people around you. Some are nervous about approaching you. I think you've got some people around you that are very. They see you standing in your power. They know they want something with you, and they're just really really nervous about making that step forward, but they are communicating and they are manifesting something with you. Again, this could be in a relationship, it could be in business, it could just be in life in general. But I, I really think that you're standing in a good place, but you do have choices to make. Just make sure that you're trusting your intuition to do that. Some advice for the bulls: if nothing is yet set in stone, and breathe. Make sure that you're really contemplating the choices that you make. I think, you know, right now, astrologically speaking, we're in this place where things are open, and it's just everybody's on bated breath waiting to see what's going to happen. Just make sure that you're meditating, that you're taking care of yourself, staying solid and secure, and making good choices for your future, because you know the your destiny isn't fully written yet, Taurus. It depends on your moves, what decisions you make, and how you're going forward. So do make sure that you're You're taking time to meditate. You're taking time to breathe. Do your little breath exercises. Go to yoga. Go to your Pilates class. Get in the gym. Make sure you're getting outside into nature and putting your bare feet on the ground and the dirt and the grass, and you know, uh, make sure you're staying solid as you go forward, because it does appear like you've got a lot on your plate and you don't want to get overwhelmed, especially with all of the attention that you're getting, because you are getting attention. Whether you know it or not, you have got a lot of eyes on you for various reasons. Beautiful. I like it, Taurus. That is what I have for you. Hit that like button for us, Miss Danny. Going to move it forward to the Gems. As you know, I'm a Gemini Sun, Gemini Stellium. I'm just triple dipped in Gemini sauce. So, what do we have for those lovely twin cheeks out there?
I think I'm a no, I don't know what my Gemini placement is actually. I don't think I have any Gemini placements. Oh, yes, my seventh house, the seventh house of relationships.
Oh, well, there you
For
go.
some, yeah, some of you guys need to check out your seventh house. That's your house of relationships. So let's see for the Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and seventh house. What's the current love situation for the Geminis? You got the Seven of Pentacles, the Tower. Some of you guys could have recently ended a long-term commitment, a marriage. You got the Six of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Seven of Swords. Ooh, the Moon, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Sun, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords. Some of you guys could have found out about someone else being in your relationship that doesn't belong. All right, like a third party. Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords. I feel like you're peeping someone's game with the Seven of Pentacles and the Moon. Some of you guys, you were on some FBI journey here, finding out the truth about someone. Let's see, Seven of Pentacles and the Moon. The Strength. I feel like you're definitely healing from a situation. I feel like currently you have your guards up, Gemini. With the Seven of Wands, I feel like you have boundaries, and it speaks more so about a past situation. Now, it doesn't have to be recent, but obviously this is definitely something that affected you. Magician, the Sun, the Four of Cups, yeah, Three of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. I feel like your guards are pretty up. And with the Tower, the Moon, the Sun, for me, the whatever is done in the dark, it does come out to light. And that's a situation you can currently be healing from. Even if this is something that happened months ago, maybe a year ago for some of you, but it feels like some of you guys are in a very long-term commitment. And with the Seven of Wands and Ace of Cups, maybe right now love is a little bit on the back burner. Let's see. The Four of Pentacles, the Devil. Yeah. What's the Devil? The Ace of Cups. Some of you guys, what you're also standing your ground in is lustful energies with the King of Wands and the Devil. Some of you guys could have dealt with someone very jealous, very possessive. All right. What's this Tower? The Judgment. I feel like you definitely made a judgment call to end something, to block someone. I'm not sure if currently you're dealing with someone that could be very lustful, but I feel like any kind of lustful energies that are coming towards you, you have your guards up towards it. The Death. Yeah, there was a big transformation here in your love life. Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. At one point in time, Gemini, some of you guys were waiting for this person or someone to come back. The Four of Cups, Three of Wands, the Sun, and the Knight of Swords. The Hangman. There was definitely a lot of protection here. There's definitely a lot of protection here for those of you that were waiting at one point to have someone return. I'm just not sure if this is the same situation where, you discovered someone maybe cheating or stepping out. There was some kind of lie. There was something here about this person, hiding things from you. I feel like with the Seven of Wands and the Judgment with the Tower, if this person, didn't return, it was definitely set up as protection towards you. What's the Seven of Swords, Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Cups? The Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely a situation that could have had you in your head for a bit. But I feel like with the Eight of Cups, the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, you're definitely now emotionally disconnecting from whatever this is, whether it's the PTSD from it, whether it's the person, or again, the situation. Seven of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Justice. You know what this feels like? Definitely, again, a long-term commitment. Some of you guys invested 7, 10 years to whoever this is. And it just feels like right now you're on your healing journey. Your boundaries a bit up, you could be a bit defensive. Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, yeah, to newer energies. I feel like this is kind of you regaining some kind of self-confidence, because I do feel like with the Tower, the Judgment, the Seven of Wands, the Devil, the Moon, you could have gone through a bit of a dark night of the soul here, or something very, what seems traumatic, or it seems it's something that definitely it marked you in a way where this was something transformative for you, but it's something very pivotal. What's the Death? The Six of Wands, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. You're definitely moving on, though. I do feel like, and I know it sounds cliche, but everyone that enters your life is for a reason. And whatever this situation was for you, that was it's a very pivotal moment for your ascension, and for your maybe spirituality, for self-confidence, and you actually following your higher self. With the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Wands, for some of you, you were in a bit of a low vibrational energy at a point where you were dealing with all this chaos, and you kept allowing someone to come back in. The Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, Three of Swords, yeah, Ten of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Star. At one point, I feel like, Gemini, this could have been, quote unquote, your end all be all, or that's how you saw this person. Like, this was my person. So I feel like with the Star and the Three of Swords, Six of Swords, you're kind of, moving to calmer waters. Ace of Cups, King of Swords, yeah, and the World. Some of you guys were dealing with someone very narcissistic. All right. I don't like throwing the abusive term around, but this could have definitely been someone very condescending. And I feel like in your current energy, it's more so there's something about therapy. There's something about, moving towards calmer waters with like PTSD, or again, something that's very this was something very pivotal for you, but in a good way, right? Six of Wands, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. It's definitely bringing you into some kind of ascension. And it's not that I don't see options, I do, but I don't feel like this is something right now that's in a forefront for many of you. This is not something that's right there. I'm desperately looking for love. I feel like right now it's more so transitioning from something very hurtful to kind of regaining back maybe your identity, to kind of, coming in this energy of self. So I do feel like with the Queen of Pentacles and the Justice, there is karmic justice, but obviously you're needing to align yourself to what you're trying to bring in. That's what I have for you.
Thank you very much, Miss Denny. That that resonates for me personally. I've always said you are a fantastic reader.
Thank you.
I got something similar: the Eight of Swords, Temperance, and the Queen of Coins. Gemini, listen, my little gorgeous twin cheeks out there. You have been through something that really put you in your head, and you're balancing things out. It's taken a little bit of time, hasn't it? This is taking a hot minute. But you're getting yourself into a very solid, stable, confident place with the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could be parents, have little ones that you're taking care of. Some of you could just be dealing with a earth sign, but something is balancing out here. And the Queen of Pentacles is very stable, confident energy. The Queen of Pentacles is the Empress of the court cards, and she, male or female, it doesn't matter. You're in this energy of, okay, we've been through it. I've been through the rough times. I've already been through the season of overthinking, and boy, can Geminis do that. But you're balancing everything out. You're handling things. You're getting into a very confident, stable place for yourself. Your energy is that of healing, the star, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, what you're wishing for, and healing yourself. 10 of Wands. You've been through something pretty rough, and with this particular 10 of Wands, you see the little skull down there. You've been through quite the ending, and you're starting to drop the burdens of that and grow with those experiences and grow something absolutely beautiful. So you are letting some things go, and now you're in this place of deciding things, balancing things out, making decisions for your future about what you want to come in. The energies that you're dealing with, we have the King of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Two of Cups. Well, somebody's not really saying much. They just have an inkling of, a very strong soulmate connection here with the Two of Cups. The King of Cups is very wise, intelligent, very caring, very loving. So this is somebody with a lot of emotion. I mean, this could just be the universe, is just kind of waiting for the Geminis to sprout, waiting for the Geminis to grow up. But I do think you've got somebody here that has a lot of emotion for you. With the High Priestess, you could be dealing with somebody that's spiritual, somebody that's they could be into occult practices or whatever, but at the same time, they're they're not revealing all of their hand, but there is a very strong, mature, soulmate kind of energy coming towards you, just as you're getting into this solid, stable, grounded place. How is this energy coming towards my Gemini? We got the Queen of Wands and the Hermit. So somebody's been doing some reflecting. They're looking really good. This is somebody that will go after what they want. They are not afraid of anybody's judgment or anything like that. But this is somebody very uh, private, learned. This is somebody who's done the work on themselves. They've handled their things and they've been through it. They've got a lot of wisdom. They've got a lot of love. They've got a lot of care. They might not be the most expressive with that uh, high priestess there, but they definitely feel some kind of soul tie connection. Um, this would be somebody that's very bold. This is somebody that makes moves uh, behind closed doors. They're not telling the whole world about what they got going on. They're just making their own moves and in a very structured way for themselves. This is probably somebody very attractive, um, somebody that's very playful and fun, but it's on a much more. This is somebody private. They like spending time at home. They're not out flaunting. They're not putting their stuff all over Facebook or Instagram or things like that. They're making their own decisions in a very wise and practical way. How are my Gems viewing this? Oh, I'll get the cards upside down. We get the Nine of Cups and the King of Wands. So you're in a good place. You're balanced out. You're caring for yourself. You're coming at this as seeing a little bit of a wish fulfillment. Hey, you're ready to go, Gemini. That King of Wands, let me tell you, you're looking good. Some of you have been hitting the gym, taking care of yourself. Very charismatic. Gems that got the gift to gab. You know it. Oh, we can talk. I know this about myself, very much so. But with the King of Wands, you are a match to this person with the Queen of Wands there. So you're looking good. Uh, you're very happy. You're in a balanced place, and you're coming at this with a very kumbaya kind of attitude. Geminis have to be. It's weird. Gemini, you have to communicate with Gemini. You have to keep them engaged and interacted with because they will move in an absolute heartbeat. A lot of people hate on Geminis because they make sudden departures or they make sudden decisions or whatever. But given new information, a Gemini will move. They are quick, agile, very talented, usually very chatty and communicative, and they're just all over the place. Some people call us, two-faced or whatever. But again, it's not that anybody's two-faced. It's that a Gemini will see things from multiple perspectives, and they are just sponges for information, and they communicate very well. So they move quick, and given even the slightest, they notice the slightest little nuance, the changes in tone. They can walk into a room and read the entire room, know who to talk to, who not to talk to, uh, and they're just that's why they're kind of the life of the party. And I think you're in that energy. You're getting solid, stable, grounded. You're dropping some burdens, moving on from that being, in your head and overthinking, and you're ready to go forward for your wish fulfillment. And I think you've got somebody coming in that's possibly a little bit more reserved than you are, but they do feel a very strong soulmate connection. And there's a lot of chemistry here. There's a lot of attraction here with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You two, if this is a relationship, you two could end up facing charges for making too much noise, in the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need a towel, Gemini. You're going to need a towel. Let's get some advice for my little twin cheeks and see what we've got here. Your hard work is paying off, and to be fair, I think Geminis have gone through a rough transition, and your hard work is paying off. We get the new moon in Capricorn there, and to be fair, you're balancing things out. You have done the work on yourself. Things are getting balanced, and you're moving forward in a very confident way. You're looking good. You're going after, passionate projects, passionate relationships. It seems like it seems like the twins have got some discussing to do, and they've already been chatting for quite a while. And now they're finally chatting about stepping forward into something new, whether it's new business prospects, new relationships, uh, be they platonic or romantic. It looks really, really good. So just remember that you are making progress, you are balancing things out, and to be fair to yourself, be fair to others. This person coming in is a match to you, but like I said, they're a little reserved. They're probably a little bit more quiet than a Gemini is. Of course, everybody is more quiet than a Gemini is. Everybody.
I don't
They,
know, Mojo. All I heard was fire, fire, fire. So if you guys are
they
dealing
might
with a fire sign coming in, you're lucky
exactly.
as a
There's a
as
lot
a
of
triple fire sign.
yeah. There's a lot of passion there. There's a lot of chemistry there. But I think my Geminis are dealing with somebody that's a little bit more patient, a little bit more reserved than they are. Of course, I mean, listen, when God made Geminis, patience was not on that ingredient list at all. Trust me on that. Anyway, that is what I got for the beautiful twin cheeks. Thank you so much, Gemini. Be sure and everybody in the chats and in Danny's chat and my chat, y'all be sure and check out the pinned comments. You can go to our respective channels and be sure to follow each other. Everybody in my chat, go to Danny's and make sure to subscribe to her channel. Everybody in Danny's, come on over to the dojo of Mojo. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Gemini. And hey, what can I say? Us little Jim Jims are, I got what I need is handlers. Uh, Handlers are a lot less expensive than lawyers. Um, but I definitely need that. I need somebody to wrangle me in. You know what I mean?
A ride or
Uh,
die.
yeah, it just it is what it is. All right, well, let's move forward to the Cancer babies. Go for it, Miss Danny. What do we got for our little Krabby Patties?
Okay. Well, for the cancers, let's see. What's the current love energy? And for those of you on my page, I do have Mojo's channel pinned. So you can go ahead and follow him there. He's definitely someone I trust. I go to him with my questions. And yeah, it's an honor to be here with Mojo today. All right, for the cancers, what's the current love situation for the cancers? All right, Seven of Cups. So we're starting off already with options. 10 of Wands, Two of Wands. Some of you guys are tired of being a player. You could be tired of dating, maybe Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, Ace of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Judgment, the Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Cancer, the Fool at the bottom of the deck, you may be feeling like you're ready to take a leap of faith towards something a bit more reciprocal or something more stable. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. I do see somebody coming towards you here with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. It looks very passionate, also emotionally fulfilling. I feel like currently you do have a lot of options. With the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords, that may be your problem right now. The men, the women, men and women, Seven of Cups and the Ace of Wands, the Page of Pentacles and the Chariot, the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands, yeah, and the Five of Pentacles. Out of these options, there's someone here that stands out to me that looks like they have you or they had you in this liminal space, right? Are we not? And I feel like with the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords, you could be in this energy where you feel like you're tired of being maybe the one to always initiate something, or it feels as if with the 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, something isn't reciprocal. Maybe you're doing the most, maybe you're treating someone like, you're giving them the wife, qualities right away. You're giving them the, husband qualities right away, and this is definitely someone that doesn't look they deserve it. All right, and I know that from experiencing, I have a lot of cancers in my circle. This is one of your qualities. You are the mother sign, you are the nurturer. They do say this about Pisces, but Cancer is the mother sign, so you may encounter certain people, and I feel like for the Cancers, what it looks like for you, certain lessons may be simply giving accordingly, right? Give exactly what you're being given. Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Chariot, the Eight of Wands. So some of you guys could be, talking or networking with many people. Because for me, dating is networking. It's just like, like interviews. The Star. I feel like you're definitely releasing someone here that I feel like with the Ace of Swords, you're gaining clarity, or you've gained the clarity that this is definitely not going to move forward. All right. Two of Wands, Five of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. It's definitely something that you've already invested. You've been investing a lot of time, a lot of energy in. Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. There's someone here that you're going to be standing your ground with or holding up boundaries. The Sun in reverse. It doesn't feel like something that you're happy with anymore. Ace of Cups. Yeah, Queen of Swords. I feel like you're going from your Cancer energy now to a more logical energy. Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Justice. I feel like in your energy, Cancer, you're definitely leaving someone out in the cold because you feel like it's the right thing to do for you. If you feel just, you feel justified. Justice, the Page of Cups, the Eight of Cups, yeah, and the Magician. You feel justified because it's not something that you're wanting to manifest anymore. I feel like what you're trying to manifest here, Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, is the soulmate energy. And you could be realizing with the Seven of Swords that this situation specifically could be something that's been holding you back from manifesting this King and Queen of Cups energy, your soulmate. Something that's reciprocal, something that's aligned. Seven of Swords, Six of Wands, Three of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, you've been dealing with someone where you've had to wait, or you've had to Six of Wands try to prove yourself. Look at me, I am wife material. I am husband material. And I feel like in the midst, this is one of those relationships, obviously, as I said before, I feel like every relationship that comes into your life is for a reason. All right. What is it going to trigger within you, or what is it going to teach you as to what you need to heal within yourself? And I feel like this situation is actually shifting your perception to realize, I've been doing the most for someone here that with the Five of Swords, it's always been stagnant. Or Three of Cups, the Devil, yeah, and the High Priestess, they're keeping me in secret, or we kind of just see each other at night. You only call on, at working hours. You don't call me on the weekends. There's something here with the Three of Cups, the Devil, and the High Priestess where maybe there's a third party situation. Maybe someone that you're dealing with have multiple options. All right. And this is someone that's giving you the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is an offer here that most of us feel, well, it's a page, it's not much, but aligned with the other energies, I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, this is someone that is feeding you some kind of illusion, and maybe at one point you were in some kind of delusional energy, because I see you here with the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, like you're trying to either prove yourself or move something forward, and now with the Judgment and the Ace of Swords, you're at this moment in your life when you're like, this is not going anywhere. So I feel like You're definitely with the Seven of Wands, standing your ground, Queen of Wands. There's a lot of action, Nine of Cups, yeah, and the Six of Swords. And it's not to ruffle some feathers. Some of you guys could well know that maybe you were a side piece, or well know that, this has just been a situationship, but there's a big realization with the Sun in reverse. I'm no longer happy here. And I need to start moving and pulling my energy to get exactly what I want and what I've been manifesting. The Magician, the King, and the Queen of Cups. King of Swords, Hangman, yep, and the Ten of Cups. So again, a very big shift from you from a logical standpoint, not from this mothering energy, from this nurturing energy. Now this is kind of you becoming, standing in your masculine energy and going towards what you want. All right, Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Fool. For some of you guys, this has been a long time coming.
See? You are dead on point. You really, really are, Miss Denny. I myself am a Cancer Venus, Cancer South Node. That it was my big lesson in life to, I'm very nurturing, very sweet, very kind, very loving, all that neat stuff. But I also have having a Cancer Venus and a Cancer South Node is my absolute pleasure and joy to overgive and nurture situations. And I had some hard lessons to learn there. But let's go forward with this Cancer thing. Cancer, you're moving cautiously. You are getting a lot of attention. You are balancing things out. King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. Something is getting balanced out here. This could be you. This could be somebody else. But it does look like somebody was getting a lot of attention. Now, you could be in this energy right now. Maybe you've had a little glow up. Maybe your finances have, they're on the rise. Always good to see all those zeros to the left of the decimal. You know what I mean? But there is something balancing out here for you, and you're in a very stable energy now. You have some choices to make. There are new collaborations, new people. You're ready to take a leap of faith. You might have found some kind of soulmate here with the lovers, but you do have a choice to make. And with the Fool there, you're taking a leap of faith on new friends, new collaborations, new groups of people around you. And guess what? Out of that group comes the sunshine. We have the Sun, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. You have somebody here. Maybe you saw them. If you were dealing with someone like this, maybe you were married to this person or in a higher level of commitment, and somebody started being a little reserved with their energy, their time, things like that. If this is somebody new coming towards you, this is somebody coming in who's very sweet, kind, loving, and they see you this way. They see you as everything. That is the Queen of Cups. I mean, that's Cancer all day long for me. I think somebody is very happy with you. Uh, there's a very joyous, hopeful, wonderful energy to this. How is this energy coming towards my Canceronis? Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. This is somebody getting it. They have a bib, they have garlic butter, and they are ready for those crab legs. They and they're not just sitting around waiting on their ships to come in. No, this is somebody climbing the ladder. This is somebody with ambitions. They are fiery. They are ready to go with that Ace of Wands. Brand new, passionate beginning. This is somebody. This is somebody that absolutely loves crab, loves it, and you just oh you are the icing on their cupcake. How are my Canceroni coming towards this? With the King of Cups and the Seven of Coins. So you're very wise. You might have learned a lesson or two. They say that everything happens for us, not to us. And that's very true. But let me tell you, while it's happening, it definitely feels like it's happening to us. which can make you, load up some cuss jars. But you are making good decisions. You are moving forward with something new. You're being very wise and practical. You're not going about things the same way anymore, are you? You're changing up your mo. The Seven of Pentacles is looking to grow things, and there seems to be a lot of passion here. There seems to be a lot of fire underneath those little crab legs, and you're going forward in a beautiful, beautiful way. We do have the King and Queen of Cups here, so it does seem like there's a lot of emotion involved in this, and you have somebody coming there. Oh, they, like I said, this is a fan of crab legs. Whoever it is, they are just. It's a good thing they're wearing a bib, and trust me, Cancer, they are wearing a bib. Do you have a bib? Do you know where you can get a bib? Because you're gonna need a bib, or at least this person is. But they are very ambitious about this. They're coming. You're getting a lot of attention. Apparently, you've been moving really slow, balancing things out. Probably just focused on your money, and there are a lot of eyes on you. So you've got somebody that's coming towards you who's very particular about their time, their love, their affection. They're not handing that cup to just anyone. No, 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 no. But they definitely. I mean, this is this is their energy towards you, Cancer. The Sun and the Ten of Cups. You are just a breath of fresh air and a ray of sunshine to them, and you have got them on level 10. They could be sending you passionate messages all up in your DMs. They could be writing you love letters. They are just somebody. Well, I believe somebody's got the vapors. Uh, they are. This person needs to calm down just a little. They're excited on a high level. But it's a very good enthusiastic thing, and I think you're down for it, Cancer. You're ready to go, charge forward into a brand new cycle. You've got new collaborations, new people around you, and you're just not. You've learned. You've got the wisdom there, and you just are not doing things the same way anymore. If this is someone from your past, you are not treating this the same way. You're doing something completely different. The overall energy here is the temperance, Sagittarian energy. You are balancing things out, and you're coming at this with a very logical approach, especially with that King of Coins there. You are not going to let anything destabilize you, but I do think you are ready for something new, and you've got somebody coming in here that sees you as an absolute snack, and probably not much more than a snack too. That 10 of cups, I mean, that's the whole meal. That's everything. That is the snack. That is, the appetizer. Of course, you have pre-dessert. Pre-dessert is it's sort of like dessert, but it's the sweet thing you have before the meal. Don't judge me. Uh, and then you have the actual meal itself with all the sides, the entree, the steak, the shrimp, the mashed potatoes, the steamed asparagus, all of that. And then you have dessert afterwards. And let's not forget the after dinner drink. That's how they're looking at you, just drooling, and they're not waiting. They're not they're not waiting for their chance to come in with Cancer. They're climbing that ladder. They're actually getting it. Whoever's coming towards you is not lazy. Let's get some advice for my Canceronies. We've got luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. It's coming up here in just a couple of months, and we have co-create. You are doing things in a different manner, and I think that you're learning to kind of co-create with the universe. You're learning to accept the flow. The luck is starting to pour in. Make sure stop on your way home when you're getting gas and everything. Go on, get you a lottery ticket, get you a little scratcher, whatever, because something is going to be paying off big time here. And with the co-create card, You have to work with the universe. You have to take opportunities as they are presented to you. You're not going to win the lottery unless you buy the ticket. Uh, they say that we can't control our luck. You can. I guarantee you, if you don't buy the lottery ticket, you are definitely not going to win. You have 0% chance. And even though the lottery is basically just a tax on people who can't do math good, I'm being one of those people. I'm going to buy the lottery ticket because that definitely increases my chances of winning the lottery. You see what I'm saying? So destiny is kind of on your side here. You're changing things up. You're going forward. Luck is with you, Cancer. Just make sure that you are co-creating as those opportunities come in, because you have somebody here that, oh, they see you as an absolute treat. So the universe is kind of handing you a little gift here, Cancer. Beautiful. I love it. That is
Sounds
what
like
I have for you,
Fiji.
Cancer.
Sounds
Yeah.
like Fiji and a margarita to me.
Oh, listen, I'm gonna need some what is it? Yeah, Indonesian food. We go with the the Polynesian lifestyle. Let's get over there and get to the beach, and I'll be taking the SPF 60,000 because I am a Scott Irish ginger, but I try to get out in the little sun. I try to create vitamin D as I can by getting in the sun's rays, but the ginger in me says, listen, Mojo, you better be wearing a sun shirt. But I'm down for it. I'm there.
It's on the
Mm-mm-mm.
bucket list.
All right. Well, that's what we have for our Canceronies. Thank you so much for being here. Hit those like buttons, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed to both channels and you're showing all of the readers out there some love. Miss Danny, myself, and other people as well. It really, really does help. Let's move forward to those little kitty cats. Leo. We're doing Leo at 11222.
All right, Leos, let's see. Current love situation for the Leos. Well, you got the sun. That's your energy and the happiest card in the deck. To me, the sun always trumps every other card around it. The Knight of Wands. All right, a lot of passion. The Nine of Cups, though, in reverse. The Fool and the Two of Cups, the Sun, the Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Temperance, Knight of Cups in reverse, the Emperor, Six of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Magician. I feel like the collective have been getting a lot of this, like a lot of changes here. You have someone that you're very passionate about, Leo. With the Nine of Cups in reverse, though, I don't know, somebody comes off a bit selfish, all about them. With the Knight of Wands and the Sun, I mean, the intensity is there, the chemistry is there, but the temperance is here. Hmm. The Fool, the Six of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Magician. I feel like you're gonna be really moving away from this energy though. Let's see why. Six of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Temperance, the Ace of Wands. This could be a very heavily sexual like connection. I mean, the passion is, as I said, is there. It could be very like insanely intense with the tower. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. I don't know. There could be something about you abruptly leaving this person behind, maybe in the middle of a conversation. Nine of Cups in reverse and the Emperor. The Eight of Pentacles. Why is the Nine of Cups in reverse? The Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. The Two of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like with the Three of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, and I apologize for all that noise, of course, happening this Sunday. The Three of Wands. Could you guys hear me okay, though? I just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay, because there's a lot of yard work going on outside.
I can hear you here just
Okay,
fine.
okay, perfect. Okay, so with the Three of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like Leos, someone here, you may have, again, this insane connection with them. The chemistry is there, but it feels as if somebody have you in this waiting energy. All right, Three of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, like moving forward, things are moving very slowly, and I see you kind of like removing yourself from the situation. Three of Wands, Yeah, the lovers. It's like, I don't know, slowly but surely detaching. Two of Cups and the Magician, Four of Wands, because what you're trying to manifest again is stability. King of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're realizing this situation is just keeping you at some kind of stalemate. Tell me about this energy in the for the Leos. Tell me more about this Emperor and the Nine of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. This is someone that constantly has you question, is it me? Is it me as to why they don't want to move forward? You know, is it me as to, there's something about you questioning your, like there's like a self-esteem here. There is this questioning where you stand in someone's life. Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. I see you getting attention elsewhere. I see you going towards where you're celebrated. You got this King of Cups energy. Ten of Wands, Judgment, and the Ten of Cups. You may have someone else here in your energy that really wants to invest with you, invest in you. And with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, it feels like whoever this is, kind of like on the back end, this is someone that, you know, is really waiting for you to make some kind of decision. This is someone that really wants to kind of fight for you. You know, it's like, hey, look at me, I'm here, Leo. The High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. But I feel like for you, I don't know if this other energy that's kind of like on the back end that really wants to fight for you, that is ready for you to release this other situation, ready to release, you know, your the overthinking with the Judgment and the Ten of Cups. I feel like you have someone else here that's ready to kind of give it all to you, but it's hard for you to kind of release, obviously the heart, the heart wants what it wants, and it's hard for you to release this other magnetic situation. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, yeah, and the Knight of Swords. Again, this prominent energy that's coming up here is someone that is asking you to wait for them to make either some kind of change, or I don't know if this is a distance situation, if this is a situation where Four of Cups and the King of Pentacles, maybe someone is releasing someone else, or they're in the middle of a marriage or a separation. But again, I feel like with the Tower and the Eight of Cups, you're making some kind of abrupt decision. And I feel it's truly to try and emotionally detach from the situation. And then you have again this other lingering energy that's connected to you that is like, I'm ready. I'm ready for the investment. I'm ready for the Ten of Cups. I'm ready for the longevity. But I feel like right now it's a decision maybe between logic and, you know, between heart and mind for you. Let's see, at the bottom of the deck, you got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, the Four of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're coming towards some kind of clarity right now in your life as to what you need to let go of. I feel like what you're tired of is being in this limbo with whoever that other person is that's making you wait or telling you to wait for them.
Hey, there we go. Now I can turn my mic on. All right, Leo. Well, you are. I think some of the Leos I'm reading for are pissed with the Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Three of Coins. You're going after new collaborations. You're defending yourself. You're in this. You're in a very fiery energy. I mean, listen. I know Leos are very proud. Usually, you know, very loyal, loving, in the spotlight. They're very generous, very sweet kind of. Leo in high vibration is a wonderful thing, and they're represented by the lion. But don't go poke the lion. Somebody poked the lion, didn't they? uh Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Three of Coins. You're and this particular Three of Coins has those little, you know, people in the background with the mask. I mean, look at those faces. It's like you came across folks with probably either a third party situation or folks with not so good uh you know, intentions towards you or whatever, but you are speaking your truth. This bird, the birds always mean messages to me, and this one's carrying a wand that is on fire. Are you telling somebody about themselves? Hmm? are you using the expletive deleteds? Are we filling up a cuss jar? Are we talking about somebody's life and the sexual habits of their parents? What are you doing? Because you are on fire, Leo. Eight of coins, Emperor, Nine of swords is your energy. You are bossing up. You are tired. I mean, tired of putting in the work and effort into something that just leaves you with anxiety, stress, up late at night, losing sleep. You're getting control of that, and getting control of that. For somebody that's tired, pushed to the limit, stressed out, that is you're about to experience a release, and that could be a release of emotions, a release of words. Don't hurt them. Don't maul them too bad. Okay, because you're definitely doing it. The energy around you is that of the Seven of Coins, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Coins. This is somebody who is like all of a sudden switching up on you. They're looking back at the past investment. This is somebody making quick moves. For the Queen of Coins, there you could be dealing with the Earth sign. It's a very confident energy, but the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Coins is grounded, stable. I think somebody's trying to very quickly change things up. This is sort of like you calling somebody out, and they're going, okay, well, I'll change. They knew beforehand that they should have done the right thing, and now all of a sudden they want to switch things up and say, okay, well now I want to act right. Now I want to now I want to come towards this correct. Now I want to put in the effort and be, and they're very confident they can do that. The thing is, they're confident that they can do that because they could have done it before. They didn't have to wait until the lion attacks. But here, what I'm seeing, the lion is attacking, and the lion don't play. How's this energy coming towards my Leos? You got the Nine of Wands and the Eight. Oh, you leaving them in the dust? You walking away, aren't you? They're stressed. They're hanging on to it. Oh, they don't want to lose this, but this is kind of hitting somebody out of the blue. They're they're the wounded warrior. They're hanging on, but because they know you are walking away. Eight of Cups is walking away from something you once loved because you have love for yourself. They may even, once you speak your truth, and I think you are, they might realize they're done. How are my Leos coming towards this situation? Whew. The Tower and the Five of Cups. You're having a little come apart. It's like you're regretting we always have to focus on the future. What can be, what will be, where we're going, what we're doing. You make those little decisions day in, day out, the little tiny wins to prioritize your tomorrow. And I think you've done that. You've put in the work, you put in the effort, and you're simply tired of it. You're frustrated. You're not taking it anymore. That's what I'm hearing. It's a song, Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it anymore. I might be dating myself there. Yeah, I'm Gen X. Um, I got the salt and pepper beard. You know what I mean? But Leos they're sick of it. They're speaking their truth. They're tired of sleepless nights. They're tired of the anxiety. They're tired of worrying about it. And you're going off on somebody, and you might be feeling a little bit regretful because you have put in the work, you have put in the effort, but again, don't hurt them, don't maul them too bad, Leo, because the Tower, you're changing things. You're an agent of change. You are a world changer. And what I mean by that is you are going to change the circumstances you are in that are causing you stress and upset. You're not putting effort into anything that is not serving you. And I get the feeling that this is someone who all of a sudden very quickly makes this change from, well, wait, I can do better. I can do better. I can do. No, you can't. No, sorry, you had your chance. Thank you for playing. Good to see you, Sheriff. Get off of my property. And they're really, really feeling that. Don't hurt them, Leo. You know, remain calm. There's no need for you to have to learn how to do sheetrock repair here. And I get the feeling a few of my Leos are going to do exactly that. Let's get some advice for my Leos. Balance spirituality and practicality and fork in the road. Yeah, we got to keep a balance on things. What's real? I mean, we can be all love and light and all of that all day long. But I get the feeling my Leos are about to tell somebody to go be love and light way, way, way over there. Fork in the road. I always see this on this card. This llama, alpaca, whatever, has got their own wisdom sitting there. Their little buddy, the owl, right up there in the corner. But they are not tied to this signpost. They are not tied to one particular thing. There are a lot of different options. You have friends and different people. There's a little monkey here saying, hey, go over there. There's something, da-da-da. You don't have to listen to anybody. Use your intuition. Use that brilliant mind of yours to make good decisions for yourself, because you are not tied to any one direction. You are not tied to the post, and you do have options out there. Of course, the Leos do. So just make sure that you're remaining balanced. Make sure that you're being practical about a situation. And again, if you need to end something with somebody, if you need to walk away from somebody, remember that no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain anything to anyone. You got to live for yourself, and you've got to make sure that you're taking care of that emperor or empress that's staring at you in the mirror. Whatever this is, you're telling somebody about themselves. You're taking quick action and defending yourself. And defending your own priorities, your own needs, your own wants, your own wishes. And somebody here is trying to flip the script and say, "Oh, wait! I can be that. I can do that. Hold on. I'll change up real fast." I don't know that Leo's going to have it, because this person, there's obviously a conflict here. There's a battle going on, and I think that they're a little shocked when Leo stands in their power, which you are definitely doing, male or female. You're taking control of yourself, of your life, and you're probably telling somebody about themselves. Somebody's going to need some tissues. Leos, just stay balanced, stay calm, count to 10, breathe in through the nose to the count of 4, hold it, and release out through the mouth. Let's do a little meditation. Just make sure you're balanced out. Pick the direction you want to go and calmly go towards it with wisdom and peace, harmony. Protect your peace, Leo. I think that's exactly what you're doing too. Somebody's on fire. Somebody is. There's a Leo or two out there that have had it. They're just done. That is what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so very much. Hit those like buttons, comment, share, subscribe, all the little things.
I just saw Dixie said no is a complete sentence.
Oh, it is a complete sentence, but with Leos, I find they are very communicative as well. And so they might say no, comma,
right,
and then some other kind of
F-bombs.
Yeah, some other kind of name after that. Or yeah,
Right.
they might put an F-bomb right in front of it.
Right.
It's got a little exclamation point on there. It's probably a couple of, unique hand gestures.
It's so funny right now. I feel like I'm in COVID days, when you don't want to cough around anyone. As Mojo is reading, I'm like stifling my cough. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying here.
You go ahead and cough. If you got to, you do it. Clear your throat. I mean, we're sitting here We're sitting here gabbing for what, 3.5, 4 hours possibly. You do what you need to do, but
Oh my God. And
if you
so
got to take a break, you take a break.
it's one of those things where coughing wants to come now and I can't. When you're washing dishes, have you ever felt like your face is itching because your hands are not available? Is one of those things.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
I always feel that way at Halloween when if I've got like a costume or makeup or something like that on.
Right.
That's
Everything
when
itches.
that's when
Yeah.
everything's
Hmm.
all of a sudden itchy, and that's why Halloween has always gone well when lubricated. And I'm just going to leave it there. All right, well, let's move forward to the birthday babies. Happy Virgo season. Virgo, we're doing you at 1:30:44. What do we got for the birthday babies, Miss Danny?
All right. Let's see. Virgos. Current love situation for the Virgos. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, everyone is like, they're wanting change. I feel like that's what I've been getting for all the collective. Change. And I don't know if it has to do with the solar eclipse, but let's see, the Temperance, wow, and the Hermit. So for me, right off the bat, you got literally five major arcanas, and that for me speaks about big changes in your life. All right. Some of you guys could have been some of you guys could have been celibate for a while, or you could be entering that stage. Yeah, the Judgment, literally, all major arcana. So wanting a lot of, wanting change. It feels like a very big kind of introspection kind of energy for you, Virgos. When it has to do with your love life, it feels like, there are certain things that you could be looking back on, relationships that didn't work, the common denominators on certain relationships. But let's see. The Wheel of Fortune, the world. Yep. You're closing out cycles, regaining confidence, definitely balancing out your emotions. And Hermit in the Three of Pentacles, there's lessons here that you've learned. All right. The Knight of Wands, you could have closed out a cycle with someone that you felt was very inconsistent, wishy-washy. Knight of Wands could be also a player. Tell me about this Knight of Wands, the Tower, and the Seven of Pentacles. You could have broke something off where you were investing in someone for probably, many years here. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands, the Tower, and the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Okay. This could have definitely been also a commitment, but somebody could have became a bit inconsistent or their energy shifted with the Moon and the Queen of Wands and Nine of Wands. I don't know. Somebody could have had a little secret there with the Moon and Queen of Wands that gives me sometimes like side piece energy, the Chariot. But I see you moving on very successfully, and there has been a very hard lesson that you've been learning or that you've learned. Judgment and the Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords, a lot of, healing here. The High Priestess, there was a secret here in this connection, though. High Priestess, Moon, a lot of mystery. Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands. Tell me about that. The Fool. Some of you guys could have released yourself from a third party situation. Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Okay. I forgot who I said this for. I think Gemini. Some of you guys may have a very strong Gemini placement, but you could have dealt with a very hard situation maybe recently. Depends on where you are on your journey. For some of you guys, this is months ago, and now you're standing in this Judgment, Four of Swords, and a Nine of Pentacles, choosing you. Hermit, Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles. And what I see a lot here for you, Virgo, right, is self-realization, shadow work, right? Because we could always point the finger at that mofo. We know who they are. They're a cheater, they're a liar, but the three fingers are pointing back at us. Why did we stay? Why did we accept that? Why did this kind of relationship enter my life? And I feel like that's where you are, kind of realizing not so much of the blaming, but more of the lesson here. Why did I attract this kind of individual in my life? Why did I stay with the Seven of Pentacles? Why did it take me some time to move out of this energy? And it speaks more so about you. Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, yeah, and the Five of Cups. Some of you guys could have been, I don't know if this is like trauma bonding or with the Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Five of Cups, maybe you saw a red flag, but we tend to ignore those because sometimes we build on the potential of what someone could be. Right. Oh, well, I know they have it really deep down inside of them to be, if I just stay a little bit longer, maybe they'll change. Judgment, Four of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands. I see you moving forward. The Seven of Cups, all right, Ace of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. You have options coming in. If you don't have it already, I don't see your phone being dry at all. Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Star. And you know what I love about this energy? It just gave me like a big storyline, Virgo. I feel like with the Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, not all attention is wanted attention. I do see a lot of attention coming towards you, but with the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, I still see you being very reserved. And I feel like for most of you, even if that past situation wasn't something recent, why it came up in your reading is so that you understand that from this relationship, you took something, you took the lesson, what I'm going to accept, what I'm not, what I'm going to tolerate, what I won't. All right. And I feel like with these options, with the Five of Pentacles, you're definitely saying, hell no, from the minute that you say maybe hello to this person or to these people, because what you're waiting for is your divine feminine, your divine masculine, the Star and the Emperor. You know exactly what you want. So I see that the energy that you're entering here with the Four of Pentacles, it's very reserved. For some of you, maybe again it's celibacy, until I don't feel like this is the Star and the Emperor, I'm not going to entertain it. Talking about the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, yeah, the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. These options that are, 1 minute we're texting, hey, I don't hear from you 3 days later, or the conversations doesn't go from the same, hey, what you doing? Hey, how was your day? If it doesn't move past that, I see you avoiding it. So the beautiful energy here that I see is almost like seeing the red flag a mile away. Tell me about this Emperor and the Star, the King of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, and the Empress. I do see someone coming into your life. I feel like with the Four of Cups and the Eight of Swords, you will be in your head about this. But I think it's because with the Star and the Emperor, you really like that person. Have you guys ever encountered a situation where you're kind of, I don't know, in an office or you're walking down and you just have like somebody just passes you by, and it's just like this instant like locking eyes attraction, and you start getting like a bit nervous. That's what this feels like. But this Emperor is matching your Empress, and I feel like whoever this is with the King of Cups, this is someone also very emotionally available. The Three of Wands, the King of Swords, yes, and the Three of Cups. And this is a beautiful story. It just gave me like a whole big storyline. Whoever this person is definitely going to be Three of Wands, King of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Someone that was definitely worth waiting for. Knight of Swords, the Sun. I feel like you have a very, very big determination and self. Like there is a very big determined energy here where I know exactly what I want. I know exactly how I want to feel and exactly what I'm looking for. So I see that coming in for you. Page of Swords, Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, something stable. Congratulations. This was beautiful.
Wow, I'll take that for my Virgo rising all day long. My little OCD brain just working out the details and yeah, my little lists and overthinking. Of course, yeah, your boy JoJo is absolutely dominated by Mercury. Well, Virgo, you have a brand new opportunity here. There's a new seed being planted. You have the Ace of Coins, the Two of Cups, and the King of Swords. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is somebody is speaking their truth. They're being very practical about it. That the King of Swords is a very authoritative figure. They could be like a judge or a lawyer. It's somebody that uses their voice. They're highly intelligent, and they're not afraid to just cut through straight to the heart of the matter, even if it, you know, they're not. The King of Swords is never going to be the sappy, emotional type. They're going to go straight to the get go. Your energy is that of the Queen of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups and the Empress. You're not taking anything, are you, Virgo? You got your sword up. You'll hear people out. You'll listen. But I do think you might be a little on guard. You've got the Nine of Cups here, so you're in kind of a I want my wish fulfillment energy. You're putting your foot down. I'm the Empress. I'm gonna work for what I want, male or female. It does not matter. The Empress energy is very nurturing, very kind, very loving, but she's also going to protect her empire in a big way. You're adamant. You're putting up your boundaries about your own happiness, and because you found your happiness and you want to remain there. Now, the energy that's coming towards you is something brand new. We have the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. New ideas, new love, a brand new emotional beginning with someone that is mature, loving, kind, sweet, intelligent. I do think there is a brand new opportunity here, and you know, you, no matter what you've been through in the past, Virgo, you have to you put the sword down. Put the sword down and have the conversation. You know what I mean? I know you. It's like you're very focused on your happiness and what you want and where you want things to go, and you've been through enough that your experience tells you. Because the Queen of Swords, listen, the reason the Queen of Swords has a sword, how she earned her crown, is she removed that sword from her back. And so she's very wise. Again, very open. She'll have the discussion, but she's definitely got a sword out and boundaries up. And you're saying, "Oh, listen, I want my wish fulfillment. I want my happiness. I'm going to receive." And I think you've got somebody here that wants exactly that. There's a very strong soulmate union coming in. You got three aces out here in this read: the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. How's this? How's this energy coming towards my Virgos? Here, the Four of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I'm telling you, this person wants something solid, stable. They have a lot of love for you. Be careful of pregnancy for those of you that are capable. But I do get the feeling that you've got somebody that's very nurturing, very sweet, coming toward. Oh, and we do have the match: the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So you have a very loving, sweet energy coming towards you, and you got to be careful because it looks like you've got a sword up. You want your happiness, you want to be treated well, you want that loving divine connection that's very sweet and vulnerable together. You know, it's sort of like somebody sees a beautiful rose and they want to get the rose, but they got to be careful of the thorns. You know, you don't need the thorns here, Virgo. How are you coming at this? Two of Swords and the Six of Coins. See, you're a little stuck. You have a decision to make because you want things fair, equal, reciprocal. You want reciprocity. And I think you've got somebody here that really wants something stable with you. You just might be a little on guard, so to speak. You may have been stuck for a little bit of time, but there's a need to really go within and look at what you want because I think you've got someone here who actually wants to give you what you want. The energy in between you guys is the Two of Cups, a very strong, sweet soulmate connection. For some of you, this could be um, a same-sex situation. But you see, you've got somebody here that's it's a bird of the same feather, Virgo, and it is a very unique feather at that. With that King of Swords, you get the Griffin here. Um, it's okay. Someone's going to speak their truth. I think someone's going to be very truthful, honest, vulnerable, and they are going to come in. They've got their, this is somebody very wise, very loving, very mature. They're speaking their truth in a very calm way. And, you have to make sure that we're not carrying the wounds or the fear of the past forward into the future. It's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to, uh, set your expectations and let people know exactly what you expect, what your boundaries are, things like that. But if for this Two of Cups to come to fruition, for it to come together, you got to drop your guard just a little bit. Just I think you've got a true partner coming in here. You may be a little defensive because of the past, but you do have a decision to make. And you might feel a little bit stuck about that because you want reciprocity. Here it is. Here's this loving situation, this brand new thing coming right towards you, and somebody speaking their truth, and you kind of got your walls up a little bit. So let's see what advice we have for my Virgo babies. A fiery climax approaches and TikTok. Do do you want the fiery climax, Virgo? I think you do. I think you do. And we got the full moon in Aries there, and TikTok. Listen, we got to strike while the iron's hot. You can't just sit there and keep your sword up. If you want to dive into it, it's time to go. You do have a fiery climax on its way. Take that for what it's worth. You're all adults. If you're listening to this, if you're not an adult, go away. Go watch Blue's Clues or something. But yeah, TikTok. No time like the present. Put your sword down, and you knew that this was going to happen one day. You knew that either Prince or Princess Charming was going to come along. Well, here they are. And you've probably kissed a couple of frogs along the way. This is not a frog. It's going to turn into the princess or the prince of your dreams. There is a very strong soulmate connection here. I think you already feel it. I think you already know the truth. You've got somebody wise, loving, caring, open, coming right for you. You've got a brand new opportunity sitting right in front of you. Put the sword down, because one way or the other, there is a fiery climax on its way, and I think it's going to be happening very, very soon. Don't put the sword back in the sheath. Put the knife away. It's going to be okay. Breathe. Even put it this way. Even if, let's say somebody comes in, you just have to be open and vulnerable to experiences. And Virgos, you're very, you want all the information, you want all the facts, you want all the you got all the bullet points and the checklists and all of that. Calm down. Put the binder away. Put the sword away, and just be open, because you have a beautiful connection coming in here, which is going to lead to apparently fiery climaxes.
So
And it's happening right now.
so my Aries, all I heard was a fiery climax, 50 Shades of Grey. Maybe they want the sword. That's all I heard from your reading.
I mean, maybe they do. Virgos are, that's just it. Virgos are very, very particular. And I get the feeling that that's what, because whatever Virgo I'm reading for has been through certain situations, and they know exactly what they want. They've got a little checklist of what they don't want too. They've already made note of it. They've refiled it. They've categorized everything. It's in a special binder, and then they've got a special backup binder, and then a special backup binder for that. So it's like reviewing all of the rules and regulations, what they want, what they think is fair. It's a very clinical and calculated way of doing things. Virgos are a little OCD, guilty. As a Virgo rising, I want everything to be perfect, but we can't always have it that way. But it looks like they do have something coming in. And hey, listen, just because you don't own a pair of pink fuzzy handcuffs doesn't mean that this person doesn't. So just get ready, Virgo. Open up. Listen, what you and your person do with the 2-cycle engine oil and the latex Kermit the Frog outfit behind closed doors, nobody's business. And you have somebody coming in here who's very loving, sweet, open, who wants to explore that with you. You can put your checklist away. 50 Shades of Grey. I can't tell you how many ladies have approached me or sent me emails. Well, JoJo, we'll pay you, we'll pay you X amount of money if you'll just read this one chapter.
Jojo, you got the voice. Come on, you know that.
Hey,
You
listen,
got the voice.
I know it's that sweet, southern, charming voice that could easily sell ice cubes to Eskimos and matches to people in hell. But I, I don't know. It's, yeah, I'm here for it. I will tell the stories as they come up.
Well, the first one is the 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay, all right. I'll see if I can get that narrated and get it up for everybody. Anyway, all right. Well, how's everybody doing out there? You guys doing well? D Love, Lori, Dart Designs, work in progress. I know over in Danny's chat we've got, let's see, Christy D, Jeff Bodie, Breath of Fresh Air. How are you doing? It's Fancy Chancy. Hey everybody, how are you doing? Make sure you're subscribing to both channels, hitting those like buttons, all of the neat things. How are you doing so far, Miss Danny? You feeling good?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I think I just drank too much water, so maybe after this one, I'm gonna head
Oh, it's
over
fine.
to
Hey,
that
listen, if
that
you need to,
tarot's room, as you said.
I hear you. If you need to take a little break, please do so. You're very, very welcome. All right, well, let's move forward on to Libra. Let's see, Libra, we're going to do your read at 151.25.
All right, for the Libs, the Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, seventh house, any placement that resonates with you. What is the current love energy for the Libras? Current love energy for the Libras. Four of Cups and the Six of Swords. The Devil. Why am I getting temper tantrum, Libra? That's the first thing that I heard. Temper tantrum. All right, the Fool. And the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Fool, the Four of Swords, Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Somebody left like a bitter taste here. Justice in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys were dealing with something that was a bit unfair. I get it. Six of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So what's that? Oh, too many. The Three of Swords, the King of Wands, the Five of Cups, okay, and the Ace of Cups. I mean, there is a bit of an energy here that, oh, you were dealing with this King of Wands and the Devil, someone that could have been very possessive, very jealous, but still non-committal, which is kind of funny to me. King of Cups, yeah, you could have maybe felt as if there's a bit of like I don't know, an emotional game here that somebody played. It's like someone left you. There is a bit of like a bitter taste in your mouth. Not saying that that's your current energy. Maybe this is something again months ago, a year ago. And I feel like with the Justice in reverse and the Ten of Swords, this was kind of you looking at a situation of where you felt like something was unfair. Maybe you felt like you gave someone so much love, so much attention, and they repaid you in this evil way. We'll put the Ten of Wands. I do see you releasing that Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, Four of Wands, King of Wands, and the Devil. This is giving me a little bit of PTSD. All right. A bit of intrusive thoughts here. The Fool, the Five of Cups, and the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. What is the Five of Cups, Four of Swords, and Knight of Swords? Interesting. I don't know if this person tried to come back towards you. One of those situations where you don't know what to have until you've lost it. I feel like there's someone here, or you know what, Libra, I'm going to be honest what I see here also. I feel like you kind of want somebody to come back with their tail between their legs, but it's not to take them back. It's almost like for the karma to be balanced between you and someone. Or again, as I said, this could have been a past situation, something that was keeping you stagnant. Not so much of the person keeping you stagnant, but the situation. of something that you felt was very unfair. That's why I was getting temper tantrum, kind of like the asking the whys, the this is not fair. Why did this happen to me? So maybe a little bit resistance between you and the universe, the divine, God, whatever it is that you believe in. Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Three of Wands. The Eight of Wands. Okay, tell me about this Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Okay, Two of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. I do see new love. I do see this after a moment, as I said, of wait, because I feel like it was you against kind of like the world. That's the energy that I'm getting. The Ace of Wands, I feel like there's something coming in here that feels not only emotionally fulfilling, but also very passionate. What's the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Swords? The Lovers, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hermit. But be very careful, because I do see you in a bit of analysis paralysis. Don't allow your past to win. Don't allow those intrusive thoughts to come back. Some of you guys could have also went through therapy, or maybe that's something that you may be considering, because whatever this situation was, it felt very unfair. It felt like, a bit of like residual here of, pain. Ten of Wands and the Devil, Page of Pentacles, and the Emperor, the Ace of Swords. Some of you guys, again, the expectation was here of someone changing. So there's definitely a lot of disappointment. I do see something new coming in, but with the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles, this could be you kind of researching them. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I do see a little bit of analysis paralysis. I do see you kind of being either, yes, do I go towards it? Do I not? I feel like what you're trying to balance out is your fear versus your intuition. What is this person showing me? Tell me more about this Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. The Temperance, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. I do love the way this ends, though, or the energy that's about to come after this indecision about this, investigating, looking them up on social media, making sure that they're not connecting with anyone. There is a little bit of a fear going into the new, but I feel like ultimately with the Temperance, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles, you're also just kind of waiting to see the efforts, not more so of what they're saying. Does the words match the actions? Could you not only talk the talk, but could you walk the walk? And I see you kind of, before jumping into something and also sabotaging something, you're just waiting. The Temperance, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. I also see, for some of you, this could also feel like, before, with just the hellos, the newness to this. I'm not just going to go ahead and jump ahead and say, listen, I'm looking for marriage. No, this is you kind of balancing out your energy. I want to see what you're bringing to the table. I want to see the efforts that you're putting in. I want to see the consistency, right? The persistence. I want to make sure that I'm not the only one that's going after this. So with the Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, I do see you having options. I just feel like you're a little bit more cautious and reserved. The World, the Six of Pentacles, yes, and the Hierophant. And guess what? I do see somebody coming in being very reciprocal, and something leading into a connection with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I see something here being very reciprocal, just in between time. In the meantime, you're closing out these cycles of recognizing, I cannot allow my past to hold me back, and finding the balance of, all right, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I know what I need to know about this person, and truly sit here and just see the efforts that they're putting behind this. The Emperor, yeah, the Page of Pentacles. So you definitely have a divine counterpart coming in. I just feel like what I got a little bit was a bit of like past, present, and future.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting kind of the same thing. And Miss Danny, if you need to take a break while I'm reading,
Yes,
you go
sure.
for it, dear.
Okay, perfect.
So Libras, what I'm getting is you're taking a little time. You're sitting back. You're breathing. You're healing. You're having a spa day. You're going to get the mani pedi, get the hair done, that kind of thing. There has been some kind of ending here. There is a transformation, and some of y'all may be feeling a little case of the pout lip here. The Four of Cups is, um, feeling like you're not getting the opportunity. You're not seeing it, but it's there. You're out there exploring, you're in your club, you've got your special little hats on, and you're seeing all of the things. There is a cup of love out there that is just for you, Libra. Ironically enough, my Librans may feel like something has not been fair. Your energy is sort of like what Miss Danny said, manifesting the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Coins. You do want someone to come back. You want somebody in their head about what they've done. You might be a little in your head. You do want a brand new, solid, stable opportunity of some kind, and may want to plant a seed. But this is what you are trying to manifest, and the energy that you're dealing with. I think somebody's realizing they're getting their karma. We got the Wheel of Fortune here, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. This is somebody that is wanting to spin the wheel. They may have played games. I'm getting a little bit of the past and the future here too, because you may have somebody that's very passionate coming in towards you, somebody you have a lot of chemistry with. The Queen of Swords is definitely a Libran energy, and they may be spinning that wheel, taking a chance. And I also get this feeling of the past here as well, that somebody has run up into the version of Libra that does indeed have that sword up, because they're paying a little bit of karma for being a player. I mean, that past energy is strong here with the death. You know, the death is the death and rebirth. It is a transformation. But as we can see in this particular death card, we see this woman pulling back the curtain, revealing two clasped hands in a bed there. You may have caught someone, or there may have been something out there. So you're just looking at your different options. You're not really seeing anything coming in, but I think you do have somebody with you have chemistry with somebody that's coming in. But the thing is, you are manifesting this Eight of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, so you can't let your past hold you back. If you're wanting something new, similar to the Virgo read that I did, you may be a little gun shy because of the past, and obviously so. But I do think you're in this rest mode, healing. Um, looking at your different options, you're transforming the energy, you're transmuting that energy. How is this energy coming towards my Libra gang? You get the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords. Well, this definitely speaks to the past. Somebody's got regrets, remorse, sadness. They're keeping an eye on you, probably spying on you, asking friends and family, watching your socials. Libra, listen, if they're going to watch, give them a show. Girl, boy, whoever, again, Manny, Petty. The Four of Swords for me is like a spa day. It's sitting back. It's taking a nap. Sitting out a play or two. Go get the Manny Petty. Go get the hair done. Do the red light therapy. Make sure you're moisturizing. Spend a day in the sun. It's taking care of oneself and kind of holding back a little bit to transform things, and then get out there and look at something new. But you definitely have somebody here that's watching. So after you do that, you do your spa day, you get out that one cute little dress. You know the little cocktail dress I'm talking about. Get those little pumps out. Make sure that you're getting pictures and putting that on your Instagram, on your Facebook. Because if they're gonna watch and they're feeling all in the dumps and the boohoos about being a player, and they realize they're kind of getting the sword side of Libra here. If they're gonna watch, give them a show. Get out there, look your absolute best. Wear that pair of jeans. Put the cologne on. Make sure that you're getting pictures. You're out there with your gang, having a good time. For the ladies, again, you know the dress that I'm talking about. Every lady has one. Get out there, have fun with the girls, go have a good time because you definitely have somebody watching you. How are my Libras dealing with this? We've got the Three of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I like it. I like it because the Three of Wands, again, you, you're waiting on your ships to come in. You're waiting on those new opportunities, but you're actively going after it. You're getting out there. You're meeting people. You're going to the little, paint and sip class. You're out at happy hour, but you're being very reserved. You're very sweet, kind, loving, nurturing, all the things, but you've got a tight rein over your cup there. You're not just giving that sweet, adorable Libra love and fair and affectionate to just anybody. You're being very discerning about what you're putting your time, effort, and energy into. But you are going after your dreams here. You are wanting your ships to come in. You are wanting a new opportunity. So by all means, get that new little dress, get the shoes, get the pumps, fellas. Go out there, buy the new shirt, make sure you're looking good. That get that perfect 5 o'clock shadow, whatever it is you need to do, and go have some fun. It does look like you're transforming things. Um, but again, I think you're I think some of the Libras are definitely doing what Miss Danny was talking about. You're waiting for somebody to crawl back on their hands and knees with their tail tucked between their legs, only to go, no Libra for you. Bye. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a little cruel. Let's get some advice for the Libra gang and see what we got going on there. Your dreams need a practical plan and higher power. Full moon in Taurus. Be realistic. Come on, if you want everybody else to be fair and you want things to be balanced, make sure that you're doing that on, for yourself. Um, if you dealt with a player, hey, listen, we have to, and it's hard to do. This is sort of like turn the other cheek. We cannot judge anyone for their past, even if it's past that they did to us. Judging someone from their past is for their past is a lot like judging a fish for its ability to climb a tree. It hadn't evolved, it hadn't gotten out of the water yet, it hadn't developed lungs yet, it doesn't have limbs and feet and arms and legs. It doesn't have the claws to be able to get up the tree. People do stupid things sometimes. This is obviously somebody that was immature, that's regretting, and you do have somebody new coming towards you that you might have a good bit of chemistry with. You just need to be practical and realistic about it. Your dreams are possible, um, but if you're wanting something new, you can't just sit there worrying about the past or fretting about the past. You got to heal. You got to get yourself together, pick yourself up, dust yourself off. Again, mani pedi, hair done, get the little dress, and get out there. And your dreams can come true because you're putting yourself into the position to receive. Higher power. You are being guided at this time. I don't want to say that a lot of the Libras are out there listening to their higher selves and taking those steps to really get there. You're going after what it is that you want. Just make sure you're doing it practically and be careful what you give your time, care, and attention to. Your love isn't meant for every single person. And listen, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea either. God knows I'm certainly not. But at the same time, we are responsible for what we allow in our energy. And I think you're in this energy of making really good decisions and being discerning about what you're going. And I do think you're following this. You're following the synchronicities, the signs from your spirit guides, your higher self, your angels, whatever, but be practical about it. It's got to be realistic. And again, go out there and put on a show because I do think you have somebody watching. I don't know if they're going to come back groveling exactly the way you want, but they are feeling it. They are getting that karma. And I think that when you've got somebody coming in that's going to be nice and fun and flirty and playful, and you've got strong chemistry with them, make sure that's on Instagram, make sure that's on TikTok, make sure that's on Facebook, so they get a good, front row view of the Libra out there looking good and having fun, and exploring new options while they suffer with that little bit of sadness. I don't know that they're going to come back groveling, but they will definitely see it.
I wish you were my friend when I was single.
Yeah.
I needed all that. I needed all that. Definitely would have been a good
Sometimes,
wingman. You could have definitely gave me some good advice.
oh
Listen,
yeah,
post that,
listen.
post this.
When you're out there, if you got somebody, making fake accounts and checking out your social media and watching this and that and the other, because you blocked them from it, don't. My advice is to tell everybody, don't block them. There's no point in ghosting anybody. Just stop. Just don't react. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. When you're done, you're done. But definitely don't block them, because that blocks their view of you
Right,
out there looking absolutely incredible. When you get into the gym, work out, you're eating right, you've got the breakup glow up. You know, I know a lot of ladies out there, they automatically get sad. They stop eating for a week, and then by the time they turn around, they've got their power back. They've lost, the extra 5, 10, 15 pounds, whatever it is they're doing. They've been in the gym, they're looking good, they got their hair done, the nails done, and they're out there surrounded by basically all of the Magic Mike dancers. And then
right.
somebody's, all sad and puffy and pouty because, uh, you're out there just glowing and getting all this attention.
I feel like the biggest revenge is just a glow up, honestly.
Yeah, just
And I don't know,
living well.
yeah, we can just definitely play the battle of the sexes, but I do feel like for women, I mean, I can speak maybe for myself, but after a breakup, yeah, we go through this few days of crying and everything, but once we're back up on, we're on it. And
Right.
I see men playing it's like almost switched. After a breakup, they're out with their boys, but it doesn't hit them until after, you know? So I don't know.
Well,
That's
that's
why
an
I believe a
ego
lot of
thing.
energy, right? I believe a lot of energetic shifts when you're out there and you're actually feeling good and you're not just doing it to show off. It's more so feeling good. That's when the energy shifts towards that other person. So
Right. Well,
I don't know.
hey, listen, I'll be the first to tell everybody, take that time, get your rest, go ahead, get the quart of Ben and Jerry's and sit down with the rom com and your sad Adele songs, and,
Right.
have the good, I mean, the deep, horrible bubble snot cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the booger juice. The booger
Yeah,
juice.
it's going to be just absolutely ugly. So you do that, and then you have a good night's sleep. And then after
Mm-hmm.
that, we get up, dust ourselves off, get into the
Right.
gym, take care of it, and then get out there and live life. And I think you're absolutely right. I think a lot of guys are the first ones who are like, oh, well, forget her, man. Let's just go. Let's
Right.
go out to the club. We're going to go do
Right.
some shots. And then they go home and they realize that
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't satisfying at all. So,
Yep.
not every guy does that, of course, but I know, I've had my fair share of experience. I've been, uh, now I very much so realize that, as long as I'm taking care of myself, taking care of my finances, hitting the gym and doing whatever, as long as I'm taking care of that emperor in the mirror, that's when the best stuff happens. So no matter
Absolutely.
what situation comes up, that's where you know, we have to take care of ourselves in that way, which is exactly what, after you go through something traumatic, that's what the Ben and Jerry's is there for. You know, that's
And
what the
for me, the
rom
key,
coms.
yeah, the key is like, once that Adele song doesn't hit like it used to, honey, you're in the process of healing.
Yeah, you're going to know that you're healed
Mm-hmm.
from something when it really does not matter whether they come back or not. You can absolutely,
Correct.
either way is fine with you.
Right. Exactly.
All right, well, let's move this forward to Scorpio. I'm going to take a quick little break myself while you read
Okay.
Scorpio, we're doing your read at 2:14:32. Take it away,
All
babe.
right. Scorpios. For the Scorpios, what's the current love energy around the Scorpios? Three of Wands, the Tower, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. The Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Five of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Star, and the Four of Wands. King of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. Yep, that's what I figured. The Empress, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the High Priestess. So I feel like this is why we had this conversation recently with the whole energetic shift. Because Scorpios, I feel like as you're having some kind of glow up with the Empress here and the High Priestess, that's like divine feminine, divine masculine energy, fully being in your power. I feel like there's someone here in your energy that is kind of going the energy is shifting to what you went through. So somebody here is in some kind of, regret, I feel, feeling left out in the cold. And with the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands in this person's energy, I feel like this is definitely someone that kept you stagnant or that kept this relationship, this connection stagnant. This is someone with the Three of Wands that wanted you to wait. They were waiting for something. I don't know if they had like this grass is greener syndrome. What's this Three of Wands? The Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups. Okay. And the Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, they could have been investing in someone else. But I feel like with the Tower and the Knight of Swords, I don't know if this is an argument or a kind of like an abrupt conversation that you had with them. It feels like almost like you stood your ground here, and you could have, announced, I'm done, right? I'm done, even though with the Five of Cups, I do see sadness being attached to this. I'm done. But I feel like this is an energy where not only are you telling someone, you're showing them with your actions that I'm ready to move on. Ten of Wands in reverse. The Seven of Wands. This could have been very burdensome for you to leave out in the cold. But I feel like with the Ace of Swords, you have the clarity, you have the lessons here, Three of Pentacles and the Star, realizing that, all I'm doing is holding myself back and continuously dealing with you. Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Four of Wands. Um, not just not so much just because I feel like you want a commitment. I feel like this is just your overall energy in realizing that certain people, maybe you've outgrown a situation here. Because when I look at the Empress and the King of Pentacles, I'm not saying that they're not a match. But for me, the Empress and the Emperor, they only deserve the Emperor and the Empress. I feel like you're outgrowing a situation. I feel like this is someone, again, the person that's attached to you here is someone here that has been stagnant. Maybe they're just stagnant overall. And this is someone here that I feel like you're being very clear and concise with that it's time for me to move on. The Nine of Wands. I feel like this is someone that, they find it hard to let you go as well, but it almost feels like a little bait that they give you, right? Just enough to keep you there. The Seven of Swords, yeah. And the Queen of Swords. Who am I doing? We're doing Scorpio, right? Yeah. Scorpio, this is very it's very funny the way you're showing up, because being the Empress is also being very self-aware. And I feel like some of you guys realize that this is someone that you may need to avoid, especially if you're still weak in the knees for this person. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like with the Five of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, there's a bit of kind of sadness around this energy, because you did feel like, you gave a very big part of you. Page of Wands, Two of Swords. I feel like you refuse to kind of look back. Two of Swords, the Lovers. What's that about? The Three of Cups. Some of you guys may be on the way to dating. You may have an option between two, because I feel like this person is still not going to just give up so easily. I feel like they're going to be very persistent. And as I said, this is like the energy of you don't know what you've lost until I've fully moved on. And I feel like this is someone now that if they have a sense that you're moving on towards someone else, if you are showing them some kind of indifference, now this is someone that wants to latch themselves back to you. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Star. Yeah, I feel like your lesson here, Scorpio, you know, the Hermit always searches for the star, and I feel like that's what your energy is like moving forward. Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, Magician, Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the King of Wands. I do see someone else here. I do see someone else here. King of Wands, yeah, Knight of Cups that you may start dating. Five of Wands. Now you got competition. And this competition, again, maybe with that stagnant behind person and this newer opportunity here. Tell me about this person. The Five of Swords, yes, the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Cups. I feel like there's someone here that realizes that you have options. I don't know if this is the conversation that maybe you had with them. I don't know if now, again, you've probably dealt with this person so much that they know you. There is the indifference in your energy that's this person is realizing, you know, the Scorpios are not showing up for me as they used to. They're not responding as quickly as they used to. There's something about your indifference in your avoidance that in their mind, oh, you must have another option. And that's when I feel like with the Tower and the Knight of Swords, now they're quick to run back to you, quick to attach themselves towards you. And I'm going to be honest, you know, everybody's obviously everyone's intentions from this person will be different. But for most of you, the Five of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Cups, it's just to put you back in the energy of delusion. It's just to put you back into this energy of, you know, I'm just going to give you again just enough to keep you there because I don't want you to move forward. So it's giving me very selfish vibes. The Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Queen of Wands, because again, there's still something about someone here, they may also have their options open. So again, as I see you kind of choosing you, all right, I see you dating. I see you having this, you know, stalemate kind of energy because you have someone that's being very persistent, someone that now wants to fight for you, someone that whoever this person is, they may still have their options open. I see someone here kind of new, and I feel like you're standing kind of to your manifestation and what you want. Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and Ace of Wands. I feel like you're looking forward to the new. The Judgment, the Emperor, and the Page of Swords. I feel like it's more so let the best man or woman win. So I feel like with the Judgment, the Emperor, and the Page of Swords, you're definitely making a decision from a very controlled Scorpio. Not just emotional, not just logical. It's more so where you feel like you're either celebrated or where you feel like, you know, my manifestation is more aligned with. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands. All right. So I do see a past person here coming back. I don't know if you have children with them. This can be an ex, but with the World, Page of Cups, they come back because they start feeling the energetic shift between you and them. And I feel like that's why we probably just touch base on that conversation because that was the energy that was about to come up.
Mm-hmm. Scorpio, did you level up? Cycle complete? Did you just go through a boss fight? What happened? You get the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the Ace of Cups. There's something brand new coming straight for you. I get the feeling that this is destined. Might be, you know, good karma paying off, but level complete. You got the world, the world, the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the Ace of Cups here. There is a brand new emotional uh, offer coming true. Your cup's getting filled, Scorpio. The World card does talk about the end of a cycle. You could be dealing with someone at a distance. You might have to travel. But the Wheel of Fortune is definitely spinning in your favor. I felt the need and the call to switch decks here just for you, Scorpio. Your energy is the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Not only are you've got some kind of new communication, you've got a new idea, you're ready for something new, and let me tell you, Scorpios have dusted off. They've been to the gym. They're looking good. You know, the King of Wands, that is, listen, if it's not a hell yes, it is a hell no. And you know this. You know that you're leaving things in the past and you're getting a lot of attention with that particular Six of Wands there. So there is something brand new. It's given, Papa's got a brand new bag or Mama's got a brand new bag kind of vibes to it. What you have coming towards you, the energy that you're dealing with, you got the King of Pentacles. Earth sign energy doesn't have to be an earth sign, but it's somebody that's got their ish together, somebody that is a boss. The King of Pentacles is, capable of making head over heart decisions, very grounded, very stable. Usually got the bank account to back it up. Either that or they're building that. But you have the Ace of Pentacles here, a brand new, solid, stable offer. And for me as a reader, I can sometimes see the Ace of Pentacles as all four aces rolled into one. You have the Star, wish, hopes, dreams, wish fulfillment, healing. You there's a new Big Daddy, there's a new Big Mama, there's somebody coming right for you, Scorpio. Why this? Why are they a wish? Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody who's fair, somebody that's willing to listen, somebody that's got proper boundaries in place. They're very practical, but it's almost like kids that the only example I can think of is kids when they lash out or they get in trouble or they bully others or they do something bad, is because kids deep down on a very deep level, they crave structure. You know what I mean? And so they lash out, and even if it's getting disciplined, they're getting that attention, but they crave structure. This is somebody to crave. This is somebody with boundaries. This is somebody that's offering something real. This is somebody dreaming. And it's somebody that's hopeful and working towards their wish fulfillment as well. So they have boundaries in place, but they are still open to the idea. How is this energy coming towards my Scorpio? Queen of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. This might be somebody you work with or you meet through work somehow. You know, maybe it's the UPS guy that delivers to the office or a client or something. Be careful with that. You know. Um, but this is somebody who definitely wants to put in the work. I don't know if they see you as this Queen of Wands or that they just go after what they want. They're not worried about the rest of the world. They're not worried about the rumors, the opinions, blah, blah, blah. The Queen of Wands is somebody that will let her freak flag fly. Loud, proud, and high. It absolutely gives zero about what anybody thinks. You know what I mean? Look. Okay, the last F that this person had to give. Look at it. Look, there it goes, flying away. There it goes. Bye. What plumage? This person is coming straight for you. I think they're highly, highly attracted to you. I think they're probably pretty attractive as well. But this is somebody willing to put in the work with that Eight of Pentacles. And again, it might be somebody that you meet through work or through friends and family. How are you coming at this, Scorpio? We got the Hanged Man and the Three of Cups. This is a energy of okay. you may have seen this person before. You may all of a sudden have a brand new perception of them. It's like uh you know it's like seeing somebody, at work. It's like seeing the UPS man. You normally see him, in his brown outfit or whatever, and then all of a sudden you see him out at the club, and you're like, oh, that's how. Oh my! And all of a sudden they're dressed up, they're looking good, they're smiling. They're not in those brown shorts and brown shirt anymore, are they? No, they are looking good. And you may have felt stuck for a little bit, but you see a brand new idea. It's passionate. You're going for. Oh, we do have the Queen of and King of Wands here. There's a strong chemistry in between you two, but all of a sudden, you're seeing somebody with a brand new set of eyes, and you're like, okay, are you sure? Let's go get that coffee. Let's go out with a friend. Let's go have a cocktail. Let's go celebrate. Let's go do something. Because you do have a brand new cup of love on it. There's a brand new beginning here with somebody that's solid, stable, apparently attractive. They've got boundaries. They're real and practical. You're coming across somebody dreamy, somebody just amazing. And the thing is, I think you appreciate that because this person does have boundaries, because this person is serious about their future. Man, the King of Pentacles is very serious about their future. Uh, very. This is somebody planting seeds and keeping boundaries, going after what they want. They're not worried about the opinions or judgments of others. They're willing to put in the work. This is not a bum either. This is you know this is again Big Daddy, Big Mama. This is somebody who'll pay for the Pilates class and then give you extra money for that little matcha that you're going after. They're like, you just go do your thing, princess. I got this taken care of. Daddy's got this. And again, it's somebody that's deadly serious. And I think because you've leveled up, you've ended a cycle of some kind. This is the universe kind of bringing you the reward. Like, congratulations, you did it. Here's your new. And because you're going after your passions, because you're setting the past down and moving forward, you're now seeing something from a different perspective, and you're ready to go celebrate. You're ready to go have your fun. And I think the universe completely agrees with that energy, Scorpio. Let's get you some oracle advice and see what we've got for you. Believe in the impossible and poise. There you are, Scorpio. Whatever that dream was that you were hoping for, you've leveled up. You've passed the test. You wanted something new, you got it. Wish granted. You are ready. You are poised for this. You are primed. You are looking good. You're getting lots of attention. And whatever that dream was that you thought was impossible, here it comes. Uh, you're ready. And I think, again, you're in that energy. You believe you're ready. You've passed the test. You've leveled up. The universe agrees. So it is written. So mote it be. It's beautiful. And that's just it. Though I think you do have somebody very serious, grounded, practical, and stable coming towards you. They're not playing games. They don't have time for the well, we'll see and da da da. No, this is somebody that's like, be ready at 7. We're going to be at this restaurant by 7:15. Make sure you're looking good. It's a beautiful brand new 5-star restaurant, and then after that, we've got a show picked out. So just be ready to go. This is what we're doing. This is how it's going to be done. This is somebody that's sharp and on top of things. Beautiful, Scorpio.
I like
Like
that
it.
energy.
Yeah, you got a boss
Yeah.
coming in. Daddy
hmm
energy.
I like
Daddy
that.
or mama.
Especially for us that, we're in boss positions at work. It's nice to take a step back in relationships, just being the passenger.
Exactly. Because it does seem like Scorpio's in this passionate, I'm going after what I want energy, and because they've leveled up somehow, the universe agrees. We all have to remember that when the universe believes everything that we say about ourselves and everything that we think about ourselves. And so when you get into the energy of you're ready to go, you're feeling it, the universe is going to facilitate that. If you sit there keep thinking, oh, well, nobody's interested in me and I don't have what I want and blah, blah, blah. The universe agrees and says, yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get what you want. And it keeps handing you more of that energy. But Scorpio's not there. They're like, no, we're done with the past. We're done letting whatever go. We're going after this. I'm going to go after what my heart and mind think. And I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And doggone it, people like me. And they're just getting out there. And the universe is like, yes, that's the attitude. Now, here's your prize.
I think also the universe kind of sees what we accept, right? So if we keep accepting the non-committal relationships or the ones that keep us at limbo, then the universe is like, okay, you still want that? Cool. We're going to still
Right.
give you that.
And it's always so
So,
refreshing to find people that actually have boundaries themselves. I mean, I often say that finding that partner, finding that person is a lot like finding a needle, but it's not in a haystack. It's a needle in a needle stack.
right, right, right. That's
Oh,
true.
goodness. Anyway, but thank you, Scorpio. Be sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're subscribing to both their channels. And don't forget to hype our videos after this is over. You can do that on your mobile platforms. And don't forget to check out Miss Danny's website, DANI'S KARMA.com. Do all the little things, all the little interactive things. Make sure you're messaging, commenting, all of that, because it really does help our channels out. Thank you all so very, very much. All right, let's move forward to our Saggy babies, the little centaurs of arrow shooting joy. Let's get those arrows straight, get the arrowhead sharpened up, get the hooves done. We're ready for some fire, fire, fire. Sagittarius, we're doing your read at 2:36.
All right, Sag. Let's see what's the current love energy for the Sagittarius. Some of you guys may love pasta, or some of you guys may be Italian. I don't know, all of a sudden I want like this chicken pasta.
Oh, stop.
Yes,
Now,
I'm starving. I'm starving.
me too.
I am starving. I have like a hole in my stomach right now. Let's see, Sag. What's the current love energy for the Sag? What's the current love energy? Okay, the Sun, the Six of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Some of you guys may travel a lot, or you could have like an upcoming vacation. I don't know, I want to say cruise, somewhere very sunny. I want to say like the islands, Bahamas, Ace of Cups and the Moon. Eight of Wands, Six of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, the World, Ace of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Moon, the Queen of Wands. Huh. All right, let's see, Sag, because I'm getting a little mixed energy here. What's the Sun and the Eight of Wands, Five of Swords, Queen of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Fool, and the Ace of Pentacles. You know, Sagittarius, you had to be the one to give me the different energy. And for my collective on my channel, I feel like I've been getting this for you. So again, we have two different readers. You may get something totally different from Mojo. So do not shoot the messenger. But Sagittarius, some of you guys, what are you dealing with? All right. What are you dealing with? Because there's someone here that really you have like this insane connection with, very passionate, could be very happy. But I don't know. There's someone that they still need to release. And I feel like with the with the Queen of Wands and the Moon, that gives me a little kind of hidden side piece energy. I'm the secret. Now, roles can be reversed. All right. There's no gender in tarot. But with the Queen of Wands and the Moon, for some of you, you are that person. And you could be waiting for some kind of stable opportunity from someone here. I feel like for some of you, you're holding back from new love because you want who you want, especially when it comes to the matters of the heart. Now, this person may be in the transition of a divorce. It just feels like there's something about the ink not being dry. All right, Five of Swords, Five of Swords, the Sun, and the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups. I feel like somebody here has like the gift of gab, and as my mom used to always say, most of us women, we fall in love through our ears, right? I fall in love through my stomach, but that's just me. Seven of Cups. I don't feel like this is the only energy attached to you. I feel like, I mean, your phone ain't dry. You're a Sagittarius. I know most of y'all are fine as hell. All right. With the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, I see other energies here, but there's someone very specific that could be connected to like a relationship or a marriage still, that where the ink isn't dry as yet. And energetically, you're still holding space for whoever this is. Energetically, there's still a little bit of stagnation here, because I feel like even though you could be talking to other people, or Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles, you could be giving to other people, it's like you have this reserved spot for this person. And where the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon, the Three of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, you know, are you really going to leave that situation behind? Are you really going to detach from that person now to now bring me the stability, to bring me the offer? What's this Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands? The Emperor, the Knight of Cups, yeah, and the Knight of Wands. So I see other people here. I see other people here, and again, I see you entertaining it, but it doesn't feel like you're entertaining it from an emotional standpoint. Ten of Wands and the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, the Death, and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're waiting for, or you were waiting for some kind of transformation from someone to put you, to give you that title or give you that position in their life. And with the Five of Swords and the Queen of Cups, they are coming up as a soulmate energy. Ten of Swords, you're waiting for someone to end a situation. Now, for most of you, it may not be that they're still in a commitment, but there's something as to why they're currently not capable of giving you what you feel like you want and you deserve. All right. They may be going through something financial, there could be going through some kind of stagnation, but there's something where you're waiting and you're holding an energetic space for someone to make some kind of change, to come towards you properly. What's the Fool, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups, the Four of Swords? Yeah. So as I still see you entertaining other people, it feels like you're just keeping them at a distance, especially emotionally. The Moon, the Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Moon and the Page of Swords, the Justice, the Nine of Wands, yeah, and the Lovers. Now, again, roles may be reversed, but I do see a little spying energy here, what this person got going on. And I can definitely kind of more put this reading in a bit more a broader spectrum. If you're not waiting for someone to make a change, this could also be you still holding yourself back because you may still be spying on them. You still may be trying to figure out what they got, you know, what they got going on. With the Moon and the Page of Swords gives me a little Inspector Gadget. I'm going to see, you know, this fake profile. Let me just look at what they got going on right now. And that's still holding you back to a certain account, right? So the options are here. Again, it just feels like there's a situation that could still be holding you back energetically. Let me see if I can get anything else. What else for the Sag? The Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands and the Four of Cups, the Star. I'm going to be honest, there's something here that wants to come in for you, Sag. But I don't know, energetically, there's, again, the repelling of it. Two of Swords and the Five of Wands, Queen of Cups. Some of you guys may still, you know, being weak in the knees for someone here. The Ace of Wands and the Seven of Swords, and you may be avoiding, again, other connections or getting too attached to someone else. Tell me about this new situation. The Sun, the Emperor, damn, and the High Priestess, the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Wands. I mean, Sagittarius. You got this divine masculine, divine feminine. All right. You have someone that's very balanced. You have someone that, I mean, it looks great on paper. All right. It looks like daddy. It looks like wife. But with the Eight of Swords in reverse, there's still something you need to release yourself from. So whether it's a mindset, whether it's holding on to a connection, whether it's holding on to a person, or simply holding on to, you know, keeping tabs on someone, because that still makes you energetically tied. You know, Magician, Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles. And again, I don't feel like your phone is dry. I just feel like right now there's kind of like a little standstill in the love department, but you're the one that's in control of that energetically.
Yeah, indeed. I got something kind of similar here. Sagittarius, you're, well, as Miss Danny said, your phone is not dry. You're getting messages, you're getting attention. and quite a bit of it. You're in this Empress energy, kind of cultivating your own, and you are getting a lot of attention. You do have a lot of messages here. Again, the birds always mean messages, and this being the Nine of Cups, they're emotional messages at that. You might have a couple of situations going on. I mean, look at that Empress. She is, let me tell you, that if that ain't RBF, I don't know what is. That lady has been through it. She's like, where's mine? And so, male or female, it does look like you're in a really good place. You're confident and happy and content with yourself, but it seems like you're dissatisfied with what's going on around you, even though you're getting a lot of attention. Your energy is that of the Star, the Chariot, and the King of Swords. You might have a little bit of an attitude with that King of Swords there. Healing, wish fulfillment. The Star is your hopes and dreams. It's all of the things. The Chariot, you want a victory. Some of you might be ready to go towards someone at a distance, or you might be ready to travel. But the King of Swords, that is very authoritative, very foot down. This is the way it is. This is the truth. No fluff kind of energy. And it's given an attitude of, I'm done. I want my happiness, period. And you're getting a lot of attention, but it seems like nothing seems that satisfactory. The energy that you're dealing with, however, Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Lovers.
Daddy.
Say damn with 2 syllables. Damn. This is somebody who wants something new. And again, you'd have the Empress and the Emperor out here. This is big boy. Now, this may be somebody that has choices to make, but it's also giving a very, very strong soulmate energy. But you're a little like, what is this? Why the Star and the Chariot and the King of Swords? What are you pissed about? 6 of Swords. So you're moving on from something, and you are moving things on to calmer waters. But you're in this kind of, I've been through it energy. And even though your phone is blowing up, I don't think you're really seeing this. There may be some energy that you need to release or let go of in order for this to fully come in, because whoever this is has options. Don't kid yourself. They have a choice to make here, but they are wanting something new, solid, and stable. How are they coming at this energy? We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So this is somebody that will get there. The Knight of Pentacles is the most surefire knight in the deck. They're slow, they're methodical. They take one step at a time. The Knight of Pentacles goes from point A to B and counts every blade of grass in between. So this is a slow burn kind of energy. This is somebody that's going to do things real. But Eight of Wands, they are communicating. They are trying to take quick action here. You might be dealing with someone at a distance who has to travel to you, or you have to travel to them. How are my Saggies coming towards this situation? Well, if I can get the card, they're slick. All right, we have the Fool and Temperance. Oh, I actually grabbed 2 there. Hang on. The Fool, the 10 of Pentacles, and Temperance. So you're ready to take a leap of faith. You might have some family situations holding you back. I think you want the Ten of Pentacles. You know, the house, the red door, the white picket fence, dog, cat, goldfish, 2.4 kids. What the hell does 2.4 of a kid look like?
Well,
Um,
I have twins, so
yeah, well, there you go. That might do
I
it. You were just destined to have Gemini energy in your life then.
there you go. There you go. And it's so funny because they're Sagittarius, so there's that confirmation.
There you go. Uh, the Fool, you are ready to take a leap of faith on something new, but again, you're moving on from something and you might be a little guarded. So you might still be healing, but you do have this wonderful energy of somebody solid, stable, grounded coming towards you. But they're practical about it. There could be a little bit of an age difference here, but this is Big Daddy, Big Mama energy. The very strong soulmate energy who does want something. Listen, it takes time to buy that house with the red door and the white picket fence. It takes time to build up the 401k. This person's doing that. So even though you might feel that your options are a little lackluster or you're just not seeing anything that interests you, there's one sitting right in front of you or that's coming towards you. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you will soon, even though it might take a little time. I think you're wanting things to be balanced. I mean, there you are, Sagittarius, standing in your power. But this is also a card of divine timing. And I think you're in that positive attitude of, yes, it's going to happen. I'm just not sure when. And I'm a little disappointed and fed up with, what's come in so far. So you're getting attention. Apparently, you're looking really good. But you do have somebody communicating. You do have something coming towards you. I don't know if it's actually going to be here in Virgo season. That might take a little time. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy, so it may very well happen within the month. It's not going to be the fastest thing in the world, but you can expect somebody that's taking practical steps towards this. This is somebody, an emperor is not, they'll take actions, but they're also going to be serious about it. They're not going to just settle for anything. And they are going to make sure that whatever they do is solid, stable, grounded, practical, realistic, pragmatic. Pick an adjective and throw it on there. But they are making a move. They are communicating. So out of all of those messages that you're getting and all that attention that you're getting, there's one that is going to be sticking out, especially with that Lovers card there. You're going to know because this person is, they're not going to take any kind of hasty actions. And I think you're ready to take a leap of faith on it because all in time, daddy is showing up, or big daddy, big mama, whoever, for that 10 of Pentacles, because you do have a divine partner, a divine match here. And I think you're fired up about it. You're ready to go. I mean, you cannot contain a Sagittarius. You cannot hold them back. So let's see what your oracle advice is. You're very close to achieving your goal, and imagine. Think happy thoughts, Saggy. You're almost there. It may have taken divine timing, which I don't know how the card of divine timing and patience became Sagittarius. I really don't, because Sagittarius, being the opposite of Gemini, they have no patience either. This may have taken a hot minute. That's why that might be why you're in this. All right, where the hell is it? Why are we not showing up? But you are very, very close. So hang on to those dreams. Keep thinking good thoughts. It's on its way. It's coming. It just might take a moment. There you go, Sagittarius. That is what I have for you. I fully understand that impatience thing. I've had to develop my patience skills over the years. I'm
Patience is not even part of my vocabulary, only
yeah.
because I'm in healthcare. That's the only patience that is in my vocabulary.
Well, I have a very real concept of time. I mean, we get given this life. We By the way, everybody that can hear my voice, if you didn't know it, you won the lottery. Your
Mhm.
odds of even being born are 400 trillion to 1.
Wow.
Okay, your prize is this life and the time that
Hmm.
you get to spend here. So that's the way I look at it. On average, a life is about 75 years. That's only 75 spring, summers, winters, falls, 75 Christmases, 75 Valentine's Days, only 75 Halloweens. That's all we get. It's Look at it. You see my universal watch here. Yep, it's half past a baboon's ass. So let's go. Let's go.
Yep. Hence why we shouldn't be holding any space for anyone.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm. All right, kids. Well, y'all don't forget to hit those like buttons, comment, share, subscribe, all the little things. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Make sure you're hitting those like buttons. All the things that help us out with that algorithm. Hey, it just gives me the warm fuzzies. And I'll post pictures to Instagram later of the warm fuzzies, but we're not going to talk about it right now. All right, let's move forward to the devils. Mm-hmm.
The
The goats.
Capricorns. All
Capricorn. We're doing your reading
right.
25555.
All right, Capricorn. Let's see. Current love energy for the Capricorns. Current love energy for the Capricorns. You got the Seven of Wands and the Moon. The Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. Knight of Wands and the Justice. I feel like they're tired of fighting. Okay. I feel like you are tired of fighting. eh, I feel like it's not more so you throwing in, well, it's throwing in the white flag, but realizing that not every battle you pick and choose your battles, right? Seven of Wands and the Tower. Some of you guys could have blocked someone recently, all right, or something could have just abruptly ended. All right, Five of Pentacles in the Moon, Six of Cups, Five of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Wands. The Three of Cups. Oh, I see where this is going. Okay, I mean Capricorn. Some of you guys, I mean, this could be an energy where I don't have time to waste. And again, I feel like these conversations are just coming right in for a reason. I don't see you really holding an energetic space for someone. It's almost like, okay, this has ended. This is blocked. I'm moving on. Five of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. It feels very nonchalant, but it feels rightfully so. Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, and the High Priestess. I see you getting back out there. All right. Death, Justice, and Eight of Cups. It's like you're really in your power and saying something is done. And it's rightfully so. What's the Seven of Wands, the Fool, and the Tower? The Emperor. Yeah. You're in complete control here. Five of Wands in reverse, Four of Swords. You don't have time to freaking argue anymore. You don't have time for these games. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. This is you kind of looking in the mirror, realizing, do you not know who the hell I am? I'm a Capricorn. All right. A Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, and the High Priestess. The Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Some of you guys, side message, this may not resonate for everyone. Some of you guys got a message from a third party. Some of you guys, a third party could have contacted you. All right. Something that you felt was in like something happening kind of behind your back, but intuitively you felt it. Ace of Cups, Two of Swords. Yeah. And the Ten of Cups, or someone here wasn't putting you as a priority. And I feel like with the Justice, Death, and Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, you've learned your lesson quicker than you could walk away. I feel like Capricorn, this is a very determined energy. Nine of Cups. Yep. And the Queen of Cups. Choosing you. A lot of self-love here. Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups. And as I said, there's someone else right around the corner. The Hangman, the Nine of Wands, yep, and the Ace of Swords. And I feel like what you're not going to do is anything that feels like it's an uphill battle. I'm not going to do it. You know, I mean, I feel like you're in the energy of flow. I feel like you're in the energy of understanding that, you know, especially when it comes to formalities, when you start talking to somebody, it shouldn't feel like resistance. It should just flow naturally. The Eight of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. I see you having a lot of options. I do see you kind of looking back a little bit about what happened with this past situation. You may have Page of Cups, someone trying to come back in to apologize. All right. But with the Four of Cups and the Strength, I feel like you're rejecting whoever that is. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Wands, you're really moving in a lot of confidence. For some of you, I do want to say this very like, it is what it is kind of energy, this very nonchalant kind of energy. Be careful with that because hurt people, right? I honestly truly believe that we do need to sit a little bit in the hurt for a little bit because it's just like when we run in the house or you know if we don't trip when if we trip and fall and we don't feel the pain, how are we going to assign the purpose or how we're going to assign that you know that yeah that purpose to the lesson. And I feel like some of you guys may be very quickly to f that person, move on, and hey, I'm going to start talking to this person. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Three of Swords, there is a little bit of like residual hurt here from a past situation. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, but I truly see you moving towards another connection, slowly but surely. Chariot, and you're going to be very successful. Empress, yep, you have a divine counterpart here. So some of you guys, as I said, there's someone else trying to apologize. You may have two people in your energy. You have this Ace of Cups, King of Swords, King of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. But I feel like ultimately what you're realizing is that you want some kind of change. You know, they're called exes in the past for a reason, and I feel like you're sitting on that. You're really standing 10 toes on this situation. And by the way, when I say block someone, it doesn't necessarily mean hitting that, you know, block button from your phone. It could just be an energetic blockage, you know, think a little bit more outside the box rather than literal.
Yeah. Uh, I have something similar here. There's a situation that's balancing out. There's been some remorse, regret, sadness. The thing is, with the difference here is that there's still nostalgia, there's still love, there's still care here. Um, this is a matter of divine timing. It's like things have taken time, possibly to get over something, or there could be something coming in from your past, or my Cappies might be getting back to your roots. Your energy is the Lovers, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. You have a choice, and there. Be careful. There may be a third party here. Now, flip it, switch it. These are general readings, so roles can be reversed. You know, however it resonates for you, Capricorn. But the Lovers is a choice. It's also a very, very strong soulmate energy. There, you could be wanting a reunion with somebody, or somebody might be wanting a reunion with you. The energy that we're looking at is the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Magician. This is somebody that could be a little manipulative, but they are manifesting the situation. King of Cups is very wise. This is somebody that has a lot of love for you, but the King of Swords can also be very sharp, cutting. You know, the King of Swords, listen, Kings of Swords do not play. They can cut your soul in half with just a couple of sentences. And it doesn't take much, but they are manifesting this situation. How are they coming towards my Capricorns? We've got the High Priestess and the King, three kings. This person might be silent. They might, uh, and again, flip it, switch it. This energy is playing their cards close to their chest. They're probably not speaking much. You could be dealing with somebody that's spiritual. They are manifesting. This is somebody that is leveling up. King of Cups, King of Swords, King of Wands. They're only missing one king, the King of Pentacles. So maybe it's somebody just working on their money or whatever. But I don't think they're saying they're looking good though. Whoever this is on point. They are charismatic. They are dressed well. They look good. They're sweet and they're kind, but they're very sharp. This is a person who will not hesitate to say what they need to say. And maybe with that magician, the magician sometimes can be a little manipulative. But I don't think this person is really saying much at all. There's some sadness and remorse and regret in between you two. But there is still love there. There's still care about the situation. And it seems like something is getting balanced out. It may be that you have a choice or that somebody else has a choice. There could have been a third party involvement, or somebody might have had, a little problem managing their P's and Q's, as it were. But uh, if I'm reading this as Capricorn, it's the choice of whether or not to reunite with someone that you had really, really high hopes for, somebody you wanted to marry, somebody you were engaged to, possibly, or you know, it's because of the Six of Cups there. It's almost like you feel like this is your home, and this is someone that is being absolutely dead silent. They might even be a little manipulative in their silence, not speaking on purpose. How are my Capricorns coming at this? We've got the Two of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. The Two of Swords is feeling stuck, trying to make a decision from within. Give me one more on that. Four of Cups. This person's not speaking, are they? They're not talking about it. The King of Swords will tell the truth, but why are they not speaking? What was it that caused the sadness, remorse, and regret? Because it's between both of you, even though there's love on each side. You're very passionate about this person. This was a lover. This is somebody that you're thinking about reuniting with. And again, flip it, switch it. This could easily be the other person, so take it how you wish. But there's a lot of sadness and remorse because there are so many fond memories, because this was such a strong union. And somebody, for whatever reason, they've leveled up and they are being just absolutely silent. I don't think anybody is blocked here, like Danny said, but somebody has just withdrawn their energy and they are not saying a word. So you are left with a decision to make. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo energy. This is the Empress of the court cards. Queen of Pentacles is a very strong, capable, confident energy. If somebody's not speaking, you may feel like you're missing out. Maybe you want to reconcile with someone. Maybe you miss someone. Maybe you want to smooth things over with that Temperance card. And it's just a matter of time because you feel like this is such a strong connection. I get the feeling that you two are kind of destined. It's giving that strong soul connect, twin flame kind of thing. I don't really talk about twin flames much, but because it tends to keep people stuck for years in pain and regret, which we shouldn't wait on anybody. You've got to live your life and you've got to have your own happiness. But in this case, it feels like somebody truly misses someone and has this strong, deep soul love for someone that for some reason there's remorse, regret, sadness there. Somebody's just being dead silent. I don't know that they're blocked anybody. They're just not saying anything. So let's see what the advice is for my Cappy babies. Be bold and make the first move, and truth be told. What's in your heart, Capricorn? Or Capricorn cross watcher, whoever I'm talking to. Somebody, somebody's got to make a move. Somebody's got to do something. Somebody's got to say something. You know, if you're wanting to reconnect with someone, reconnect with them. Talk. Send a message. Crosswatcher, if you're wanting to reconnect with a Capricorn, you can't sit there being silent. You know, Capricorn, you shouldn't sit here feeling like you missed out on a chance. Take the chance. Make the decision. Crosswatcher, if you feel like you're missing out, speak. Say something. Be bold and make the first move. If you two are sitting there boohooing and missing each other all the time, then life hands us problems all the time. But look inside. That owl is very wise, but there's a window right there inside this soul, and all that's where all the love is. That's where all the good, the yum, the sunshine. That's where it all is. And somebody's wearing a mask. If you look at the bottom of that, you'll see a mask there. Somebody is just not letting their heart out. So we need to look at the truth. If you're missing someone, or crosswatcher, Capricorn, whoever, be real. If you got the fifis, then you need to say something, because I get the feeling there's just crickets here. Nobody's saying a word, because that energy in between is just sadness, remorse, regret, and we're looking back at all the spilled cups instead of the two of cups that are still sitting there, because this is a very, very strong connection. Hmm. Capricorn, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. Hit those like buttons, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed to both channels. Show my wonderful friend Danny here some love, everybody in my chat. I think our links are pinned in the chat section. So go and make sure we're subscribed to everybody. We're liking, we're sharing, you know, and share with everybody, your mother, your brother, your sister, your father, your cousin, you know, Linda in HR. Oh, Linda. How many times have I talked to her? And don't forget little Ray Ray down at the store. Oh, little Ray Ray, you got it going on. Thank you so much. All right. We are going to move ahead to my aqua babies. Hold on, I gotta make an edit. There we go, because I haven't used these banners in a while. There we go. Aquarius, we're doing your read at 3/12/12.
All right, let's see. Aquarius, current love energy. What is the current love energy for the aquas? Okay, Hangman in reverse, the Three of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, the Sun, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Magician, Queen of Swords, and the Devil. Okay, very interesting. So Aquarius, I feel like in your energy with the Hangman in reverse and the Sun, there's like an epiphany here. I feel like you're fed up. I feel like with the Hangman in reverse, you're no longer willing to sacrifice maybe something here that you've been waiting for in a connection. All right. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups is maybe with someone that you have children with, or someone here that you just have maybe a long history with. Some of you guys could have, you could have like childhood memories with this person. With the Knight of Swords and the Magician, I feel like as you are kind of in this energy where the Hangman in reverse, I'm tired of sacrificing, the Knight of Swords and the Magician, now somebody wants to come in to create with you. In this person's energy, though, with the Queen of Swords and the Devil, this is almost like textbook version of like narcissism. And I feel like this is on this person's end. All right. So Hangman in reverse and the Sun, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys are coming to a realization that something is no longer working. All right, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands. I'm sorry, Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Two of Swords. What's that about? It's almost like a tug of war between you and someone here, the moon. Like this, not addressing the elephant in the room, or there is this like energetic tug of war. It's almost like cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry. When you want it, I don't want it. When I want it, you don't want it. Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, the Star. And I feel like there's so much here that's connecting both of you. All right. Not only energetically, for some of you, as I said, there's children, there's just time invested, there's these great moments. Five of Pentacles. But see, the minute that I feel like your energy shifts to where Five of Pentacles, you leave someone out in the cold, or you show some kind of level of indifference. Knight of Swords and the Magician, they come towards you very quickly. They come towards you now, with the chip on their shoulder. Eight of Cups, and it's because you are emotionally detaching. What's this Queen of Swords and the Devil? The Chariot, what's that about? And the Strength. The Empress. Aquarius, I feel like, again, it's giving me more so like an energetic shift to where somebody here was, withdrawing their energy. They weren't as nurturing. They could have really just, became I think you saw like a really different side to someone. And it speaks more so of how quickly somebody could go hot and cold with you from, a situation where we could have been together for a while now to now you turning your back towards me, or focusing on something else, or there's something here about, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that reel, or there's something that goes around social media, like we go from, marriage to then strangers. That's what this is giving me. All right. And I feel like with the Hangman in reverse, as I said, Six of Wands, I feel like what you're realizing that you're no longer wanting to sacrifice is the attention that you're seeking from someone, or the constant, like, I don't know, there's something about you giving someone affirmations, like you trying to push something forward. So Queen of Swords, the Devil, the Empress, and the Chariot. Yeah, the Four of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like what your energy is more so not looking back at what we have created. I feel like you're more so moving from a logical standpoint. The King of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Death. I feel like intuitively, it's almost like you realize that with the Death, there's either transformation that's needed between you two, or the situation is done. It's like you're coming to this energy where there's not this black, white, and gray area. Now it's just black and white, because it feels a bit tiresome. It feels a bit like, Hangman in reverse. Like I'm tired of sacrificing, whether it's my happiness, my peace, for trying to move something forward. You may go ghost, or again, there is something about the energies just always reversing with you and someone. When I want it, you don't want it. When you want it, I don't want it. The Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. I truly see you focusing on your endeavors, on your finances. Ace of Swords, I see you transmuting this energy now into something here that you're trying to build. Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Tower, and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like what you're tired of is like this delusion, illusion. It's this, where am I with you? What kind of week am I going to have with you? Or we're not. I feel like that's what you're trying to change, because with the Eight of Swords and the Tower, it gives me a lot of mental conflict, a lot of mental struggle, and it's coming off of this person's energy. So I truly see you wanting change. Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and a Knight of Cups. But again, there's this Tom and Jerry kind of situation between you and someone. The minute you pull away, they come right back. Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Six of Swords. Yeah, some of you guys, again, you're with the Seven of Wands, holding up your boundaries is just you focusing on work, or focusing on your craft in front of you.
Okay, Aquarius. You have a brand new situation in front of you. You're planting seeds, or somebody's trying to plant seeds with you. The Sun, the happiest card in the deck, and we have the Fool here. There's a brand new beginning just staring you right in the face. Some of you are taking advantage of it. Some of you aren't. I believe you've been through something kind of rough here, Aquarius. Oh, I got 4 cards there. I thought I only had 3. The world. You've leveled up. You've ended some kind of cycle, and I think this was for your own experience, your own wisdom. You still have love to give. You're just being a lot more wise and mature about things. The Knight of Wands, you're ready to go play, and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like you're in this. You're hitting the gas, but your foot's still on the brake. You're wanting to go forward, but you're wanting to do something. It's like you're in a very playful, energetic, flirty kind of energy, but you know, you're hesitant to take action on it when it's right there. Your sunshine is right there. It just takes a leap of faith. The energy that you're dealing with here is the Judgment, the Moon, and the Star. 3 major arcana. This is somebody who's wishing for you to make that move, wishing for you to speed up. They know you've ended something. Um, this is somebody. It could be somebody from your past that actually wants to heal something with you, or somebody that is hoping like hell that you come out, start talking to them, flirting with them. They want you to plant that seed, Aquarius. They do. And I think you're actually doing that. How is this person coming towards the situation? We've got Justice and the Empress. This person sees you all day long, Aquarius. You're a dream, a wish. You're standing in your power. They see you. Oh, I get the feeling this person knows that you've kissed a couple of frogs. You, whatever it is, you've leveled up somehow, and this person is just waiting. They they're waiting for you to just give me one reason. Give me one reason. Come flirt. Come say something. Oh, bat those eyelashes. Touch your hair. Get that little giggle. Just do something. Give me one sign, and they're ready to pounce because they're behind the scenes. This person has already chosen you, and I don't think you see this. This person is waiting for one little signal, and they think it would be their justice, or that, or they want to bring you justice. It's like maybe they've seen the things that you've been through, and they want to treat you right. But again, you're ready to go. You've leveled up. You're being mature about the situation, but you might have a choice between two here, but you're kind of in 2 minds. Part of you is ready to go play, ready to make that move, ready to do that thing, and the other part of you says, "Whoop, hold up, hold on, I got a thing. There's an appointment. I gotta go see a man about a horse. I gotta do something first." And so you're in this duality kind of energy of, again, 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake. How are you coming towards this situation? We've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. So, Aquarius, what the hell are you waiting on? You're single, looking good, feeling good, smelling good. You got money in the bank. You're doing okay. Why the brakes? You feel a strong soul connection with this person. The energy in between you is the sun. You know, listen, you've leveled up. I know you've had an ending of some kind. And so you might be a little afeared, a little scared. to take that step, but take that leap of faith. You're wanting something brand new. Here it is. You've got somebody that's, you already feel it, they already feel it, but nobody's doing anything. It's like we know our happiness is sitting right there, but we're self-sabotaging the situation. We're making excuses, we're procrastinating. I couldn't possibly go over there. I've got a single hair on the right side of my beard that's out of place. Well, cut the damn thing and comb the beard. you know um you get some beard salve. Put the flat iron on it. I know. Hey, listen, I've been criticized for having the flat iron thing, but you can use a flat iron on a beard. Uh, I dated this lady that came into my house, and she saw the flat iron in my bathroom, and she was like,
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, whose is that?" I was like, "That's for me. That's for this beautiful beard." And oh, okay, yeah. Guess what? Men can look pretty too. But the thing is, Aquarius, you're really, really hesitant. Four of Pentacles, you're holding back. It's like I don't know what this is. You feel the connection, you're looking good, you're strong, but for whatever reason, you're you're in this dual energy, even though you have a brand new connection right there with someone who just, I mean, they're kind of holding judgment back. They decided, they know that you're the dream. But they're kind of, it's like they're waiting for one signal from you. They're waiting for you to take that leap of faith. And again, flip it, switch it, however it resonates for you. But somebody here is holding back, and there's sun, there's the happiness right there. There's the beach in Fiji. It's everything is right there. You just have to take that one step. So for Aquarius or Aquarius cross watcher, whoever, if you feel it and you know it's there, what are you waiting on? Go for it. Let's get some oracle advice for the water bearers. A new start is coming, a leg up. You might get some help from your friends, family. You might get some encouragement. If you're out with the boys, one of them might just accidentally push you into the direction of her. You know what I mean? Ladies, same situation. You know, one of your friends might be like, go over there and talk to him. If you don't go talk to him, I'm going to go talk to him for you. And it might kind of put you on the spot, but you are getting help somehow. And there is this brand new start coming. I think it's felt on both sides, but for some reason, somebody's just holding back. There is a new start coming, whether you like it or not. It's time, and either the universe or a friend or a family member or a coworker, somebody's about to give you a little gentle nudge, a little leg up. Just come on, get get out there. Yeah. I bought a drink and sent it over there, and I said it was from you. Somebody's gonna do something like that to kind of push things along, because again, somebody's feeling it. They're feeling all that playfulness and chemistry here, but I don't know. They're just in their fifis. They're holding back, and it's understandable. We go through things, especially after an ending. If you've leveled up and you're back out there on the scene, I can understand being a little scared, having a little hesitation there. But why worry about it? You're looking good, feeling good, smelling good. You already feel the connection. So just go on, go claim what's yours, Aquarius. Just walk over there and look. I licked it. It's mine. get to it. Because if you don't get to it, someone is going to help you get to it. You have a new start coming. Beautiful. Awesome. I myself am an Aquarius moon. So, hey, it is what it is. It's,
I feel like
Aquarius.
Aquariuses are so mysterious also. Like, I don't know. I feel like it. They're like the people that I can never figure out.
Well, they're the aliens. I mean,
Right.
they have their own motives, their own agenda. They see things in a completely different way than other people.
Correct.
And so their view of the universe is a little
Yep.
off. It's a little askew, and
Yes. Very different.
they might not see the same things that everybody else thinks is plain and obvious. Like everybody else sees the color red.
Right.
They know it's called red, but they actually see the color blue. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
They You can always rely on an Aquarius to have a different, fresh, and innovative
And
opinion
creative.
about something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Creative
mean,
streak.
and
Absolutely.
I've heard other readers say it, and I believe it myself. People with like myself that are Aquarius moons are usually really, really good at music. They have really good
Mm.
timing, and they're good at art, or that Aquarius moon sign is being able to express things in a very unique and strange way. You know what I mean?
Yep, for sure.
Uh, Anyhow, well, that is what we have for you. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's move forward to Pisces. Don't forget to hit those like buttons and make sure you're subscribed to both Miss Danny and myself. And let's move on to last but not least, our little sushi people, our little fishy friends, Pisces. We're doing your read at 3:31, right on the nose.
Alrighty. For the Pisces. Let's see. Current love situation for the Pisces. Ten of Wands in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. And the Hierophant. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Emperor. Eight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. The Tower, and the Chariot. Well, there's a beautiful new opportunity for you. The Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys could be dating someone. Oh, Two of Cups, King of Wands. Damn, and whoever this person is, they're fine. There's something about cologne or perfume. They smell really good. All right, Ten of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor, Six of Cups. You could be releasing a husband, all right, a wife, someone that you may have children with. It feels like there's a commitment here that you're releasing. And I feel like also what you're releasing is the burden around the overthinking of this. All right. For a lot of you, obviously, this could be like a relationship of decades, and that's hard to leave behind. But I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, the Divine have something for you. Five of Swords, but be careful to not sabotage it. Ten of Wands in reverse, the Two of Pentacles. Some of you guys could have been at limbo because there are children involved. With the Two of Swords, there's memories here. It's hard to it's easier said than done just to walk away. It feels like there's either assets, time invested. This could have been an energy with the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles where you're very much at limbo, one foot in, one foot out. And I feel like what you're coming out of is the indecision. Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Pentacles. This could be someone that constantly returned. Now, it just depends on where you are on your journey. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're still dealing with this person, but this is the energy that I see you coming out of. Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. For some of you, very, very specific message. It may not resonate with everyone. While you're going through a transition, or you were maybe in this limbo with this other partner, you guys could have been getting attention from someone here. You guys with the Six of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Six of Wands, maybe you were trying to fill voids while you were still dealing with someone where things were rocky. All right. The Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower, Knight of Swords, Empress. It's funny because I do see someone wanting to now step up and change things. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Chariot and the Star. And that may become a bit of a burden with the Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, for now you moving on to a new situation. Ace of Pentacles and the Star, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. I see multiple people here. For some of you with the Two of Swords, it is two, but it's giving me somebody now that it's almost like you've made a decision. I'm wanting to move forward. And now with the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, there's some kind of divine intervention between you and this person. You do have the High Priestess and the Hierophant, which speaks about the twin flame relationship, for those of you that resonate with that, or just this spiritual connection. And I feel like with the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the High Priestess, somebody's wanting to come back, because I do feel like there's some kind of change here. And this change could have been, it could be just life happening for somebody. They're going through their own path of their mistakes, their, the crashes with life. And I feel like somebody's really wanting to step up. But in between time, as I said, there's someone else here, Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Hangman, that could be changing your palette. All right. Your taste buds may be changing. I feel like you're getting attention from someone else. So with the Five of Swords, as I said, the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot, there's a little bit of a, kind of wanting to win you at all costs. There's a bit of a bump on you moving towards this newer situation. Tell me about the Five of Swords. The Lovers, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, it may be a bit hard to release somewhere where you've been investing years, a decade. All right. I feel like you're definitely looking forward to this new, the Devil, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. Some of you guys, this is very specific. You may feel bad. Maybe someone here could be suffering from some kind of mental health or depression, or you feel like, if I truly let this person go, exit the home, what would they do? With the Five of Cups and the Devil, I feel like there is some kind of sadness attached to this past person. There's some kind of either, there's something here where maybe you're starting to, I don't feel like it's empathy. It feels more like sympathy. There's a very big difference. And it may be, I don't know, health issues. This could be, a mental health issues. What's the Devil in the Five of Cups? Yeah, Three of Cups. What's this Queen of Pentacles? The Two of Cups. So I feel like, Pisces, there is, again, some kind of crossroads here. Three of Cups, Page of Cups. There's someone very determined to reconcile with you. I don't see you being determined to reconcile with them. What I see attached to your energy with the Devil and the Five of Cups is sympathy. And let's see. So I feel like there's this big question mark here. What's this newer situation looking like for the Pisces? The Star and the Queen of Wands. This is definitely a situation where you're feeling very confident. You feel very acknowledged. All right. You feel seen. The Ten of Wands. And again, it's very specific message for some of you. Maybe you haven't exited the home, or while you're still releasing someone, now you are entertaining this person and they've become some kind of refuge. They became some kind of band-aid or something, towards your healing. Because the Two of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles is here. This newer energy, it feels as if there's a stalemate while you were still either committed to someone or you didn't fully transition. The Five of Cups, yeah, and the Tower. I don't know. I see you as I said, at a stalemate. Two of Wands. There goes your crossroads. There goes the options. All right. And obviously we all have free will. So with the Hangman, Nine of Cups, and the Moon, I feel like you're going to definitely look really within and see who you want to give your energy to. With the Nine of Cups and the Hangman and the Moon, I feel like what you're shifting is from your insecurities and your fears, or the fear of the unknown, shifting now towards your wish fulfillment. What makes you feel emotionally, where's your emotions? What makes you feel emotionally fulfilled? Where you're celebrated? Six of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Page of Cups. And the Justice. I don't know. I don't want to kind of give the outcome here, but some of you guys are definitely, you have two paths to choose, right? The new path, or the one here that you're accustomed to. There could be something about habit also.
Pisces, my sushi people. I get something very similar here. Who are you afraid to talk to? What are you afraid to go towards? Because it's like you're doing everything you can to step on your own toes. Um, Queen of Wands, listen. The Queen of Wands does not care about anybody's opinion. The Queen of Wands is beautiful, fire energy, passionate. Let me tell you, when a Queen of Wands walks in the room, everybody pays attention. All eyes are on her, or at least parts of her anyway. Male or female, it doesn't matter. This energy does not care what eyes are on her. This energy does not worry about what other people think. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not rude or anything, but they can be, but they're usually not. A Queen of Wands is very attractive energy, very attractive. And the reason that they're very attractive is because they have this passion for life and they go after what they want. They're not holding up for anyone. Yet you have the moon here, and then I pulled out the Three of Wands and the Strength. What are you holding back? And why are you holding back? Because your energy, Eight of Pentacles, the Devil, Ace of Cups. What you scared of? Is the boogeyman going to get you? Is somebody going to say no? Seriously, are they going to say no? What are they going to do? Take away your birthday? I don't think so. You're just focused on your work. You're doing the thing. You want to put in the effort, but you're scared. There either some ego is involved, or insecurities, or fear, possibly even addictions for some of you. Maybe you need to go to therapy. Maybe you need to go to rehab. Come on, Pisces. Put the pipe down. You don't need it. Whatever the crutch is, you don't need it. You're wanting to offer this cup of love. You're wanting to go forward with something, but you're scared. We're afraid. My little fishies are afraid to swim over there. They want to be like the little clownfish in the anemone. Say they're anemone. Yeah, anemone. Like little Nemo. You're scared to come outside that little anemone. But you want to go out there and offer that cup. But why are you scared? Are we scared of rejection? Are we worried about it? Because you're looking good, but you're hiding this. It's like your dreams. You know what you want to happen here. Three of Wands. You're waiting for your ships to come in, and you're trying to hold on to it, but you're hiding that for some reason, and yet you're in this Queen of Wands energy. You're attracted to someone. You see someone. Let's look at that energy. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. Whoever this is, it could be destiny with the Wheel of Fortune there, but this is somebody who's not afraid to spin that wheel. This is somebody who's not afraid to say it. They've already said it and made the offer, haven't they? They're coming with some truth, some clarity. I mean, if this is just your energy, this is you finally realizing, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to say something. But I don't think that you're saying anything. I think you're scared to make that offer and somebody else isn't. Maybe you're scared to accept that offer. But you remember, when we accept, we fill our own cup. And for some reason, your cup is a little afeared. So how's this energy coming towards my little fishy friends, the Pisces? Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers. They're single, looking good, feeling good. You are attracted to them, aren't you? Oh, they smell nice. They got their stuff together. You know, their car's cleaned out. It doesn't have, you know, old uh, you know, McDonald's fries in under the seat. It doesn't stink. It's nice. They get the ish together. They got a nice job. They're looking good, feeling good, smelling good. I know Miss Danny mentioned cologne or perfume in there. Who, ladies? This one's wearing Creed by Aventus, and if you haven't smelled that, do it. That is a great cologne. But this person is coming at it with a choice. I mean, they're speaking their truth. They're taking their shot. And for some reason, you're afraid to accept it. How are my Pisces people coming at this? We got the Temperance and what the hell are you waiting on? Divine timing, Temperance, and the Two of Cups. They got a cup. You got a cup. If you put them together, there's Two of Cups. There's two cups. Here's your cup. See? You got it. They got a cup. They came riding over. Hey, Pisces, how you doing? Let me get off my noble steed. I brought you a cup. You want to share a cup? You want to sit down? We'll go out for drinks. We'll celebrate Halloween together. Wear our weird costumes. You go as the sexy nurse. I'm gonna go as a roll of duct tape. Better yet, I'm gonna wrap myself in aluminum foil, and I'm gonna go as leftovers. But let's go have some fun. And you're scared for some reason. Why? Ace of Wands. What? Why? So, are you scared that your passions are going to show? You got Pisces. You got it for this person, don't you? You got the lusties. You afraid you're going to say something wrong? You afraid you're going to do something wrong? Why? You already feel a connection with this person, but you're scared. You may have even had some devious thoughts about this person. Pisces. Naughty thing, you. You've already had the thinky pains over this one, hadn't you? You got a case of the screaming thigh sweats? What is happening here? So I don't know what you're scared. Maybe you're scared that you'll lose yourself. Maybe you're scared that you'll lose your stability. But I don't think there's any reason. It's like you're sitting there thinking, well, that person's really into me, and I'm really attracted to them. So I just all in due time, we'll get together and you know, we'll play slap and tickle, hide the wiggle pickle. But until I get over my fear, and I don't get me wrong, new beginnings can be a little scary when you get to know someone, but it seems like you've got somebody spinning the wheel that's coming in, speaking their truth. This is somebody single, looking good. They got their ish together. They may have choices, but I think they feel a very strong soulmate connection with you, and you're kind of hiding. It's like your wishes, what you want to come in, is right there, but you're hiding and you're holding back from it, even though you know they look good. You know you're attracted to them. You are. Yes, you are. You Pisces, stop lying. Stop lying. Mm-hmm. My male Pisces got a little rise in your Levi's. You know, you're behind closed doors. You're ready to go, but you're just stuck there. It's like you're not accepting that offer because of some kind of fear, or maybe you're intimidated by this person. I don't know. Maybe they're bold, but they're not afraid. They are not afraid to bring you that cup They're not afraid to speak their truth. They're not afraid to spin that wheel. And damn, they look good doing it all too, don't they? Pisces. What you scared of? What are you scared of? All right, let's get some advice for the spicy Pisces. You're having some amorous thoughts, aren't you, Pisces? Maybe you're scared of that. Maybe you're afraid you'll come off like a freak. You know, but you're definitely having the thoughts about them. Maybe that's it. You got too much temptation, and you think it's a big temptation. Some of you have had some seriously deviant thoughts about this person, haven't you? You did, didn't you? It's okay. There's no judgment here. Listen, what you do with that special swing set in your bedroom is your business, Pisces. There's some of my sushi people that, I mean, they're not just thinking soy sauce. They're thinking wasabi. You know what I'm saying? Let's get your advice. Have faith in your dreams and here and now. Excuse me, Pisces. Whatever those daydreams are that you've been having, you can have the reality, but it's got to be here and now. Quit worrying about the past. The past is over. It is done with. It is finished. Finito. You have the experience. You've learned the lessons. What's in the past is in the past. What's in the future, you can plan for the future all day long. But what do? The future's not here yet. We cannot sit around and wait. Because what happens in the future is not guaranteed. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You better be making those decisions and doing those things today in order to work towards that spicy tomorrow. This is about being in the moment. Your dreams are right here in the moment. Okay? So have faith in your dreams. Make the decisions to live your life right now. Because I'm not sure what you're afraid of. I'm not sure what you're worried about. But you are hiding. And the thing is, you're waiting for that ship to come in. You're just doing everything you can. It's like your ship's there. It's right at the dock, and you're taking a stick and pushing it away so it can't fully dock right. And I know that because you're doing it with the wand. There's the wand. You've got it. Whatever this is, Pisces, you want it. It's your dream, but you're trying to hold it off until tomorrow or the future or some right certain condition, or for some reason there's a fear of it. Let yourself be loved, Pisces. You deserve love. Get out of the anemone, you little clownfish, and go live. Go get your snack because you know you want it. Don't lie. Yes, you do. You want the snack. Go get it right here and now. Your dream is sitting right there. Pisces, that's what I have for you. Remember, you're the little engine that could. You're the little engine that will. You got JoJo and Danny on your side. Go get them. Again, what are they going to do? Take away your birthday? Just go. Have fun. Live your life.
Maybe they're going to put you in your birthday suit, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen, if somebody's, you know, whoever I'm reading for is a Pisces that definitely wants to play a game of slap and tickle, hide the wiggle pickle. They're going to need a towel. You know, they're in their mind, they've already pictured the rose petals and the candles and there's already, you know, Barry White soundtrack playing in the background. You know, they're ready to go, but for some reason they're just holding themselves back. Oh well, you know, gotta live your life, Pisces. Get out there, swim, little fishies, swim. But that is what we have for everybody. Thank you all so much. Thank you everybody over at Danny's Karma in your chat. Thank you everybody at Mojo Tarot. Y'all make sure that you are subscribing to both channels. Miss Danny, I am so honored. It has been fun. Thank you so very much for doing this collab with me. I really appreciate you, man.
It is my honor, for real. I mean, I am a big admirer. You know, I don't trust just anyone with my energy, and I don't watch just any tarot channel. I'm very reserved when it comes to that. But you're definitely one that I always run to. Anytime I see a notification, I'm clicking on it. So
What
thank you
the
for the collaboration. I feel like this was great, especially because we have so many different Aries out there, Capricorns, Pisces out there, and maybe, you know, you resonated with one but didn't resonate with the other. You know, it allows to target like a larger audience. So this was amazing.
Right. We all have to
um
remember that tarot is, you know, I see tarot as a tool that can help people see the bigger picture of their situations. And, you know, they mostly are general reads. So y'all make sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, your north node. Find out, you know, learn your chart, discover it, and try to see the bigger picture. There are a lot of readers out there. And I think the ones that really have their viewers and listeners at heart, it shows, it comes through.
right.
I think that's why you stand out to me as a reader as well. It is about being very selective, but that authenticity and that uh, genuine feel that comes through with certain readers. I only trust a few people myself, but you're definitely one of them, and I really do appreciate the opportunity to collab. We'll have to do it again.
Thank you.
And
Absolutely.
sharing, you know, like I said, y'all be sure and go back and forth. Make sure you're subscribed to everybody. There are different readers out there, and remember, tarot is a tool, so that it's kind of like a weather report, where instead of listening to a weather report, a standard weather report, you might see if you need to get sunglasses or sunscreen, or if you need an umbrella or what. Remember, tarot gives you the opportunity to change the weather in your favor, not choose sunscreen. So y'all check out your charts, check out all your different placements. Please remember to take what resonates for you only, and use your discernment, use your intuition, and make good decisions for yourselves in your life, for your highest good and for the highest good of all. The more we do that, the more we come at things with kindness and a cup of love, and understand that people are fighting battles out there every day that we know nothing about. So we just need to be good to each other and try to be the best version of ourselves and see the bigger picture.
Yes, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I am starving now. For those of you, I mean, again, thank you so much for tuning into both channels. Thank you so much for your support, your love, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday.
Indeed, indeed. All right, everybody, that is what we have. Thank you all so much for your likes, comments, shares, subscribe. Please take care of yourselves and stay safe out there. We will all see you on the next video. And until then, bye for now. Love, love, love. Peace, baby. Thank you, Miss Denny. Y'all have
Thank
a
you, Mojo.
fantastic Sunday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good dog.